Listen. Yeah. Yes, Lord. Oh. Get that out of there. Hey everybody, it's your boy Matty Rants. Good Sunday afternoon, morning, evening, whatever time of day it is, wherever you're at. It also could not be Sunday, so if it's not Sunday and you're watching this on the playback, I appreciate you for tuning in. Check this out, because a lot of folks know I am a long-winded individual whose opinions could last forever and ever, to a fault, but in my opinion, in my favor. So there will be timestamps later on. See how I said this early on in the video? So that way you know ahead of time. There'll be timestamps in the comment section. Check out Emroika. I will be pinning it to the comment section. Hello, everyone. How are you doing today? Guess what? Disclaimer, this program's for entertainment purposes only, and content's not intended to malign any religion, race, gender, company, individual, or wigs. All opinions expressed by Matty Rants or program participants are so their personal views and do not reflect the opinions of every human being on the planet. No hate should be sent to any of the shows or individuals mentioned on this program, so please don't be gross, rude, weird, and all the rest of that stuff, okay? Grab your libations and strap in, because Maddie is a talker and you may be here for a while. Please do not post any spoilers in the chat, because I just explained how I felt about people who are rude. And if you feel uncomfortable after viewing this program, please consume some Activia and have yourself a good poot. So tomorrow I'm gonna have a new video I play after the after I played the intro music, which will be check out my links that I'm writing the script for it now because I wanted to be kind of stupid, like a 30-second little plug. Let's get my social medias out the way because I have a lot to say. We have a lot to talk about today. I would like this video not to be 3 hours. I would love that to be. We're going to try. I know I'm going to have some of the polls available. We'll wait till we get to the runways for that one. And then I'll get to another poll towards the end about how y'all felt about that lip sync, because I know you want to talk about it. Q lost that lip sync. Q, no shade. You lost that lip sync. You did. I guess the Q stands for a question of your rhythm. You did not win at all. And I'm going to have that conversation with you today, because I will be very serious and say that I love Amanda, Tori Meeting, and I wanted to see her do well and go far. However, I agreed with some statements made today, and I didn't know if I was going to be prepared to see what looked like, a warehouse apartment of makeup for eyeliner. I just wasn't about to see all that 900 square foot, 1-bedroom apartment I couldn't do it. So for me, I'm like, yes, she didn't win. Cute. You did not win. However, I don't know if I needed to sit through I like her and that be my whole driving force behind her for the rest of the season. No shade. We're going to talk about it. We're going to break it down. We're going to do this today. I love y'all dearly. No, once again, these are just my opinions. I'm not here to hurt or harm anybody with just that. This is transformative content that I am taking from a show that we all watch together. And after we watch the show, we pull together our opinions and place them into this nice little bubble on YouTube. So thanks again for tuning in. If you would like to find me in other spaces and places like Instagram, X, and all that jazz, there is an About section that is available on my main page. Click it down and it'll take you to all the links I'm about to give you now, which is the Linktree link, to then also get us to Patreon, where you can go ahead and check out my reaction to this week's episode for as low as $1 a month. I appreciate you for that. Also, merch available at dragqueenmerch.com, bookable on Cameo, all of that stuff. all that stuff. It's weird. This one YouTuber uses Cameo as a flex, but like their life is on the decline. So God bless her. But anywho, I don't need to use it as a flex. I'm just blessed to have it and also utilize that platform so I can send y'all personal messages that I wouldn't normally have time to say here on YouTube. So again, the disclaimer is still as it stands. If you would like to drop a tip in my jar, I am broke, five broke. We just paid rent. It would be really appreciated, but it's not necessary at all. But it's super appreciated, especially with me being a father of 2 single children. There goes the little girl who I've had to run outside. Yes, Miss Mama is an escape artist. I leave the patio open for one moment with the screen door. She's found a way around the screen door. Maddie was in the parking lot yesterday and this morning trying to get Miss Mina, okay? Because she likes to explore. You will not be outdoor, indoor. You're not bringing this in my house. That's my baby. And Mamu, of course, is doing well. But again, if you would, it would be really appreciated, especially with cat food, of course, getting my car fixed currently, as well as just for hosting with the most in today. PayPal.me/rants, Cash App.Simon Rants, Venmo Rants. Yes, I was almost inclined to put a camera on so y'all could see me out in the streets, like trying to pick her up. But I also thought, that would take time to do and she can get further away from me. And I always watch videos where people do stuff like that. And I'm like, why are you recording this moment? I have to watch her. I have to watch her. It's crazy. It's crazy. But thank y'all for tuning in today. Those tips would be really appreciated. But again, that thumbs up button is super free. Please hit that. Thank y'all so much for listening to my call to arms when it came to the comment section. We had over 100 comments. Thank you for that. It does matter when you get outside of just the live show and you get to the regular comment section. YouTube appreciates that for the algorithm purposes. So hit the like button, dislike if you're ugly. Do that. Yeah, I'm assuming. And then get in the comment section and tell me how you feel. As you can see, I'm not on the delete train like I used to be, unless you're somebody who, when I click on your name and I see, oh, you've only come here to fight, you got to go. But if it's actual conversations, critical points of view, especially something that happened on the panel recently that needed to be addressed and quickly pulled in, I'll certainly keep those up there. But yes, we had over 100 in both the panel and both the review from last week. We're almost to 10K with the video from last week. So please go check that out. Tuesdays from now on in this channel are Tekken Tuesdays. So if you are a fighting game fan, or if you just want to join the live chat because we have a good time from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, please check me out over here on YouTube. We are playing Tekken 8 in 3-hour time frame, where specifically in the first hour we go through a practice mode, learning new characters, learning some new things. Second hour we get into like fighting people online. In the last hour I'll let y'all vote for a character that we can custom create together. So check me out for Tekken Tuesdays. That's super fun. As a reminder, the UK versus the World season 2 is starting this upcoming Friday, same day as season 16. Screaming. I will be covering it on my channel. I will not be covering it the day that it comes out. I would like for everybody to at least have seen the episode, get a feel for where their thoughts are going to be. And then Mondays from now on my channel, we'll be talking about UK versus the World too. As a reminder, I'm doing Tekken Tuesdays, and then Wednesdays will be Espana All-Stars. It will be that review. So Espana Wednesdays, UK versus the World Mondays. As you already know, with season 16, that's our Saturdays. The panel will be still on Sundays, etc., etc. If you can hear scratching in the background, that is my child in the litter box doing the absolute most. Yes, I will be very busy for the next 3 months, and I'm glad for that because, like I said, I have children, and I also have my own personal health to attend to and make sure that I'm good. So by all means, and I have a vacation I'm trying to plan coming up. So like I say, the tips from the PayPal, Cash App, and Venmo, those are immediate. Those are appreciated. Super chats also come through. Very much thankful for those as well. I'll get to those in a second. We need to start the show. Yes, I will be at DragCon, FYI, in case those of you are wondering, and I will be in Miami in April for a vacation that is very much needed for me. It's been over 3 years. So there will be a time when you see me not do a live for that portion of the week. I believe it's the first week of April. But yes, are we ready to start the show? Let's start the show. I did this in 10 minutes. For the girls who are always angry because I'm talking too much. Oh, I'm just saying. I thank you. And if that's my sister from the top, or if it's just an Ange in general, because I have an auntie named Angela, so that always just everybody with that name always has a special place in my life. And my auntie is also a Libra on top of that. Yeah. And thank you for the tippy poo. That's gonna get my Uber tonight, okay? Because I have been called to a Tekken tournament tonight, and I would like to put some hands on somebody, namely Jeff with a G. Hey, friend, if you're watching this, you better have seen the episode before I get over there because I'm going to scream at you. Anywho, thanks, Ange. I appreciate the PayPal tippy poo. Super chats, what's up? 200 people already in this piece. Let's get the thumbs up going here. Maggie, hey, baby. It should have been Jane. I was feeling Tina B. JR, that's hilarious. Thank you so much, Maggie. I appreciate the super chat. Dustin, thank you for the super chat. Sending you and your fam much love. Thank you, Dustin. I appreciate you for the super chat. Hope you're doing well as well. That was lazy. Will, thank you for the super chat. Listen, this episode was a key to watch. It was my first viewing party experience, and this episode felt like an event. Thick and stick peed on that stage. That is the name of that group. That applies. Thank you, Will. I appreciate the super chat. Okay. And me and the panel were talking this morning, and I was, specifically saying how back to back 3 times in a row, they have sent home people who the audience loves. Maybe there's been some, okay, they're not doing so well here. Ooh, it wasn't a good day for that. But as far as likability factor goes, it's almost like the level just keeps going up. Everyone loves some Hershey. Hershey was a vibe. Mirage was that girl. We lived and breathed for her. And while a mandatory meeting was over here, Amanda is that girl. And speaking of that girl, I want to address this real quick because we did a panel episode this past Sunday. Of course, I had my good friend Alexander Rogers and Gabby with an eye on there. And there were some jokes that were made in reference to Amanda's name and plays and puns on Amanda. Exactly, for that. And that's Alex. He's a comedian. He does all those things. Now, Tuesday of this week, it was announced that a mandatory meeting has announced that they have transitioned or are transitioning right now. Trans woman, darling. She, her pronouns forever and ever and ever. And I found out about that on Tuesday. Okay. The panel was on Sunday. Had Alex had known that information, that's a comedian, baby. He would have been able to take that and flip it, and it would have been a completely different joke set, okay? So before anyone jumps over there and goes, how dare you? Fuck off. And I say that with all the kindness in my heart. I really do. And I honestly mean that. Not to the person who brought that to our attention, but it was very much, how would we have known that on Sunday and today is Tuesday? Now it's Saturday. So relax. This is why I love this platform that I have and what I do with my show, because I'm not going to, bend over for everyone. Just the right top. And I want it to be clear that I never come from a malicious place. And I know sometimes my jokes may go a little hard in the paint, and I can recognize that. But when I see these people, I am at the club. I am tipping. I am at their brunch. I am at their Thursday show. I'm there, front. I may have $40 in my pocket. 20 of that's going to somebody on the stage. And that's true tea. Ask my friends. So on a real note, let us all remind ourselves at the end of the day, when this show is over with, these people go back to real life, not TV. See them in the club, tip down, be that person. Don't be these girls on the internet doing all this rah, sis, boom, boss shit. It's not cute, okay? As somebody who is on their own drag journey now, who has performed, who has been beat, is working on their face currently. I have a sewing machine in my fucking room. I have more respect for the game. And so my jokes are going to be there, but they come with respect because I will possibly be in the same back room, or whatever it's going to be, backstage with these babies before I get on there. Because let me remind you, Precinct last year, when I performed as Pisa. I walked off the stage. Olivia Lux goes right after me. Kendall Gender, Cynthia Kiss, Geometric walk backstage. These are people I've been very critical of, and I'm in their element. My respect level went up because I'm like, this ain't easy. It's a vibe. It's everything. I love this, but it's not easy. So when I make these points of view, when I make my little opinions, it comes from a good place. So don't take me to the next level because you're mad at him like you're a girl. Boop. All right. Amy Yonsei Chanel. How you doing, sister? How you doing? Listen, I better see you in July. I better see you. This is not about me anymore, but I want to say hi. Fuck all that. It's always about you, sister. How you doing, AB? Y'all said AB some love. We appreciate you for the live chat today and you coming up in here. Hope you have a good time. Rosa, thank you for the Venmo tippy poo. Because Geneva Carr, LOL. I'm gonna talk about Geneva today. Geneva's funny. Geneva, you got that W delegating, and barely that. Let's start this show up today. It's your boy, Maddie Rants. Thanks for tuning in. Hit the like button, share, and subscribe. Become part of this Rant Pack family. Shout out to my new followers. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're feeling blessed. Take a deep breath. If it's your birthday, make some noise. Happy birthday to you. Shout out to everybody who's as what is this, February. Happy Black History Month. Yeah, I'm going to be saying that all month and March, April, May, June, July, the rest of them, okay? All right, let's get this started here, kids. I am sad Mirage has gone home. I did want to see more of the Mirage because honestly, there is something about her, and we were catching on a little bit. She's someone who I would want to roll up one to. Prince Dominic, happy Sabbath. Oh, hey, friend. Hey, fine friend. Hello, my fine friend. Okay. Shout out to you. Happy Sabbath. I forgot we share that in common. Amen to all my Seventh-day Adventists out there. I should not be on camera right now, but this is the part that I ask of God to forgive me for. Okay. I still regret not going to that pool party. I do. I did not have a bathing suit though. And I was like, I don't want to be the only one here. Plus, I'm on my own workout journey. By the way, Dominic, if you see me in July again, I want you to see this new upgrade because the chest is getting there. I have really been putting the work in. Y'all better hear me out. I've been working out, bitch. I lost 19 pounds in 3 months, and my body is coming together. I'm very proud of me. I'm gonna brag about it. Yes, I am. Meat and veggies. It's hard not to eat bread, bitch. I'm telling you, bread is God. It's hard not to eat bread. Oh goodness. Okay, I am trying to sculpt. I would have feel like I feel, and that's where my mind was at once I got to my workout journey. I was like, I'm gonna feel like I feel. I don't feel like I look like I feel. So let's change it up. Yeah. Yes, but I don't want to lose my thickness. That's not gonna go nowhere. All right, we lost Mirage. That is sad. However, I'm happy for Plasma. And I'm glad that they won. And it was a shakeup for what we kind of felt, in my opinion, was ooh, this could be a clear run for this girl, or this could be that for this one. And da 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 da. It was a little bit like that for me personally. Like, okay, I see who our front runners are in the first 3 episodes with this big cast. This is gonna be a little tough. When Plasma won, it kind of changed the conversation a little bit because now it's possible that all the people who we can consider unshakable may have a moment where they're not going to be given, say, dues, or they may not just do as well as some girls that they underestimated. So I like that changed up a little bit. I was like, okay, all right. Mia, thank you for the tippy poo on Venmo. Hi, Maddie. I have plans in a bit, so I can't stick around for the live. Just wanted to show you some love. Oh, thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you so much, Mia. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Thank you, baby, for the tip. But Q, we called the Jan. We gave ourselves a little Jan moment about this. We can't deny ourselves. We cannot deny ourselves. We knew about Hey, Jan, you have set the standard. I would say Chanel actually is the beginning of this. If we really want to go back through all the seasons of Drag Race, and we want to talk about people who were always close but never got it, and then there would be times when they would be questioning everything with the drag, I wouldn't say Jan. I would say Chanel actually would be the person who we should be giving this. Not the Jan, no, the Chanel edit. Because I'm waiting for Q to say I should go home. You know what I'm saying? Just so we're clear. Now, I feel nervous for someone who is so detailed in their work and how much pride they put into it to start picking at this one of the sequins in their dress. I'm like, now, sister, I know you are mad right now, but like, okay, calm down. I said, uh-oh, is this one of Q's things when they're upset? Is that they start to pick at, because when I get upset a little bit, I pick at my nails. I used to be a nail biter, so I don't do that anymore. So the unfortunate bad habit for me is I will start to pick at my nails a little bit, like I'm doing right now. See, now I got to get this one out. And I'll just start to pull, and then I'll look for a trash can or get me a little bit, and I'll just start doing this with my nails because I have to keep my hands busy. Because if I'm not busy and I'm focused on what's happening, I'm going to go off. I felt the temperature rise. It was burning. Okay. I got chills. They're multiplying. Well, Justice, thank you for so much for the super chat. Oh, Chanel was the original baby. Hide your purses, everyone. Cue disclaimer. Oh, child, listen. It was a lot, but I'm not mad necessarily at how Q feels in this moment because I can empathize and understand. But I'm also like, okay, let's talk about it. Let's have this conversation. Charlie Brown. Okay. You have been on a total of how many episodes? Okay. 3 out of 4. You weren't even there for the fourth or the second one, I should say, because y'all got a break in the hotel while you were waiting for the other girls to do their thing, right? Cool, bet. You getting close. It's not like Q is like being told they're safe and this is the outfit that they're given. They're actually given critiques about their looks more so than other girls. See, this is why I'm not on her side fully. This is why I'm not on her side fully. This is why I'm not there, because it's like, okay, imagine if you were someone who never got a critique and you've been there all of these days. No, you don't even know what's going on. What can you change? What are they not seeing about me? There was another season where this was a conversation when someone was not given a critique. And it was very much a scary feeling because you're basically just in limbo going through a competition. You actually are told how amazing you are with some, this could be different, okay? All right. Geneva has lip synced the majority of her time on the show. She's literally was in the top. Okay, look at her track record. It's like, uh, girl, I was about to bring up a company that is no longer. Hell, looking at Geneva's track record, it looks like that catering company that Keith Lee went to in Dallas, honey, who didn't want to split that $4,000, which isn't that funny that was something today with Drag Race. That's also something that happened in social media with our own mainstream. What's going on with that lady that got the $4,000 tip and was told to tip the braider and the barber and see it how you're supposed to see it. And she was like, nah, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to make my son do this because of finder's fee. But she was basically lying and said that's not what he said. But then Keith Lee had to come out and say, see, isn't that kind of crazy? The parallels. This was shot over a year ago. They split 4,000. I'm sorry, split 5,000. Then this happened. I was like, girl, this is kind of fucking crazy. She just apologized on Facebook. I saw that video, Junie, but you know what other video I saw? I saw that woman get on camera and roll her eyes, suck her teeth, and go tell her to come and get this money. You could Zelle it, you could Cash App it, you could Venmo it. As far as I'm concerned, we don't need to see each other ever again because you called me a liar and there was money involved and it was a blessing. And now your business is fucked over. Sometimes, and this may be a little biblical of me here, but here how I go. Sometimes you are put in positions where the blessing is a test. And how you deviate from that blessing is really what's going to then tell you where the rest of your life is going to go. And in my opinion, that lady took that blessing that was supposed to be quantified and given to others, just like when the Lord, look at me, I'm talking to God, look at me. God had the loaves of bread with the fish and he somehow made a way. I said, She didn't do all that. So now you were at permanently closed. They had to change the name of the company. She's trying to restart it again. People know who you are. They know how you operate. It's done. Internet is forever. So yeah, it's just one of those moments. And I can apply this to Drag Race in a sense, where sometimes it is not your time. It is not your. You are given the glory. Oh my God, I'm really in church today. You are given the glory, but you don't need to sit up top just yet. Q has been consistently praised, and they have not won, but consistently praised. We are still at the beginning of the season. They just started eliminating people recently. So I hear her, I feel her, but I'm going, I start looking around the room. She ain't been talked to. This one was said she was quiet. This bitch over here ain't stopped lip syncing forever. Megami is here. Like, yeah, like you're almost there and you're there, but like, take a beat, take a beat, take a beat. Because you're not supposed to be winning everything. And if you think that's supposed to be the case for you, I would have hated you this season. I would have hated it. Q won everything this season. Now that I've seen you dance, I know you are going to have a very tough journey going to the top. I don't see it for Q. I'm going to be very honest with you. After this episode, after that lip sync, I said, I don't know. A lot of the challenges going forward will have to do with choreography, and there will be acting. I'm just saying towards the end, you know how they operate. I have a new song that no one's going to like. You need to perform it. I don't know. Good luck. So yeah, I think she is amazing, talented, funny. I'm very much a fan of the Q. But all of this, maybe that's why she wants to win, because she knows later on it's going to be a struggle. And they may run out of sewing challenges. I don't know. It's a lot for Safe. But like Jane, while I agree with you, not Cherwig, while I agree with you in this moment, the way you took this shot was kind of like, girl, for real? Like, did you just pee on her foot? Come on, Planethan. Come on, Jane. Come on, Jane. Come on. Come on, Jane. You got to talk about it. Like, bitch, you included yourself in this. Well, I'm just happy that I was high. And I said, you could have just made a whole statement. Well, this is a lot for Safe, and then got up. But the reason why Q has to address you later is because you made it about being in the top, which specifically I agree with Jade on. I'm like, I mean, yeah, because you were given critiques and you weren't in trouble. So like, so why are you back here mad? I felt that. I got it. It was good. I received it. I was thankful for that moment. At the same time, I just go, now Jane. Jane. Also, why does it feel like I'm watching Drag Race crossover with The Office? Everyone is breaking, what is that, the fourth wall? When they look directly at the camera. Amanda, Tori meeting, you are the most notorious for that. So many screen grabs I have today of you just looking directly at the camera. You and Jane do that. So many of them are like, I think even Morphe does it a little bit. I think Dawn has done it at a couple of times. A few times they're just looking directly at the camera. I'm like, not they're taking away my whole shtick from my season. When I wanted to be the Jim Halpert of my season. Oh my God. It's kind of funny though. I'm not mad at them for doing it because it has been so many seasons of Drag Race. We are so aware that they're on a TV show. We don't have time for this. It just happened yesterday. It did not. It didn't. So I'm okay with them looking directly at us and going, are you clocking this? And us either going, yes, or girl, you're delusional. because that's kind of what's happening. 30 minutes into this piece. Thank you so much for tuning in today. Do me one big favor and hit that like button, share, and subscribe. Become a part of this Rant Pack family. Don't make me bring one of my children on here and give you my Sarah McLachlan, but if you would like to drop me a tippy poo in my jar, trust me, she's broke. PayPal.me /Menarance, Cash App $Menarance, Venmo Menarance. Shout out to all the super chats and tips I've gotten so far. All tips would be certainly appreciated, especially today for me, because girl, the first, woo! I hate paying rent. I mean, it's good to pay rent. It's like thankful to pay rent, but it's like, that's a lot to come out at one time. Like, stop it. I wish I could just pay rent in increments. My apartments won't let us do that. And I asked too. I was like, can I just do like this a month? Because it just feels nicer to not have it all come out at once. I fucking hate that shit. It's gross. Anywho, back to this. I was laughing about that with my friend the other day. I'm like, girl, can we just not, bills just not exist? Like at all. There's no, just walk around, shake hands. I went to the grocery store the other day, filled up my basket. How'd you pay for it? I shook their hand. I'm so serious. Because like, I'm tired. Bitch, do you know how much it was for soap? For soap. I had to rethink when I was going to buy some more soap. Maybe I went to go get some Dawn antibacterial. That sucker said $9. I said, make me want to use Zest. And you know that's not for our skin. You know Zest soap is the worst. It's like if you want to not have beautiful skin, use Zest soap. But God, I'm like, bitch, they're going to have me at this dollar store not playing no games. It's felt by some that Q was a little like, okay, it was kind of drama. But also Q's like, bitch, you invalidated my feelings. Fuck all that. I don't like that shit. And I was here for that. A mandatory meeting made sure to validate those feelings that Q had because it was bitchy. It was. It looked directly at us like, you see it. Jay, the 600 for 2 tires, I absolutely understand that. That was me. That was very recent, to be honest with you. Remember when I had to go to Discount Tires and get them? Girl, thought I was going to go in there and not pay no money. Boop. It needs a rotation. You need to do this. You need to do that. There's the labor. I'm like, bitch, I'll buy the tires and put them on my damn self. Shit. I actually do know how to change tires. I suggest you all know how to change a tire. You never know when you're going to be on the road and something bad's going to happen. You all should know how to change your tires and at least change your oil. I can do both of those things. That's my Butch card right there. I can do both. Now, hold on. Hey. Hold on, kids. Hold on. Now, what was that about? Who I got to yell at? Now I can't see any of you. Excuse me. I'm sorry. Did y'all see that light? Did you see the light move? Mina. If you hear any sort of, that's Mina. That's not Mamu. That is Mina. That's not Mamu. I promise you. That's not me. I mean, that's not Mamu. That is Mina. Mina, why are you in the litter box? That's not a hiding place. Why is my camera not out? Sweetie, I have to give her a bath today. This is not cute. All right, I need to get back to the episode. I'm sorry, y'all. My kitten, I should say. Because Mamu was a little older than when I got her. But Minako, I got her at 4 months, and she's definitely a kitten. She is an exploring girl. She also is a talker. She is very sassy. Yeah, I'm going to have to give her a bath today. Yeah, Mamu is like an assassin. He just walks through. You'll never know he's there. Ever, unless he announces himself, which he does. He just announces himself. I'm like, okay, Mamu's in the room. Mina? Okay. You're going to hear. Got it? Or her, because she doesn't meow like mama. Hers is like, it's like this weird thing, but it's cute. Someone asked a question I wanted to answer. Rest in peace, low hanging curtains. Yeah, yes, technically. Oh, yeah, Mina's going crazy. No, she's fixed. Yeah, I bought her. Well, I got her from the ASPCA out here, Houston SPCA. So no, she was fixed. That was a part of the whole thing with all their animals. They're all microchipped and fixed when you get them. So yeah, she's fixed. She's just being a little wild girl. That's my little bit. And there goes the curtain. All right, let's move forward. Thanks for tuning in. Hit the like button, share, and subscribe. Fucking Mike, I love my cats. Become part of my Ram Pack family. As soon as you said the curtains were gonna fall. Oh my god! Like you cursed me. You do know that, right? I blame you. As soon as I read it, I just watched them fall. You're a bitch. You know that, Mina, right? All right, moving forward. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. These babies, I love them so much. You're officially a girl dad. Oh, when I'm in the bed, she is spoiled rotten because she gets the pillow. She gets to like sleep like really inside, like right here with the cuddle ups. Mamu is so jelly sometimes, but Mamu likes to, you know how cats sort of just jump out of nowhere in the middle of the night. Mamu has done that to me on several occasions, so I have to block him sometimes. So he'll just sleep on my back. Yeah, Mama will just get on my back. He'll biscuit it up and then sleep on my back. And then Mina like gets under my arm. She forces her way in there. So I end up, after feeding them at 6:00 in the morning, waking back up again at 7:30 for them to get under my arm and on my back. And then for another hour before I wake up to do work. So it's a routine. I love them, but I have never slept more than 7 hours since I've got them. It's not been restful. Okay. Back in the workroom, tensions are a little bit, we haven't settled everything just yet. However, I guess this was the time, like they were talking about painting each other's faces and in the good way. I mean, in the good way, not the way, but Plain took this opportunity to say that Amanda looks good without makeup on. And it was just kind of like, huh? And then she said, okay, Plain. She's like, it's Jane, actually. I'm like, Jonathan? I'm like, Jonathan. If I had been there, Jane, tap. Like, you want to just do this sometimes. Like, girl, let that little lady breathe. Let her breathe. Let her breathe. There are other people you can drag in this room. I would love to see it. That is, I think, one thing I do notice sometimes. I kind of wish Jane threw jabs at multiple folks because it does seem kind of pointed sometimes, which is why a lot of folks don't really care for her in the sense of humor that she has, which I'm going to address how Saphira addressed her late. Saphira said it perfectly. It's like, it's the way you're misspeaking and how you're trying to read because it comes off different. Everyone don't know you. And one day someone's just going to be like, I'm tired of this shit. That's my whole thing. I just wish she would spread it a little bit. That's all. That's all. And you know what? And mind you, I again am fine with all of this fuckery more than anybody else. I'm really, I hate when it's the Friends Out show with Drag Race. I hate that shit. It's like, oh, girl, who cares? Oh, you're going to be, your friends. We'll see that after the show. That's fine. You're on a competition. There is money on the line. Get to the bag. Get to the bag. And I'm not talking about baddie, clinic o'clock. I'm not talking about that. I ain't talking about Suki yelling to Rolly, and that's TD, and that's TD. I'm not talking about that. I'm not talking about seeing Mariah get pushed into some like swamp wall. I'm not talking about that. I won't talk about it anymore because these hoes tried me on my channel. But what I'm talking about is if you want to say some shit, I don't like this about you. Okay. I want the other bitch to respond. And then there needs to be a resolution. That did not happen today. And this is why I think a lot of us are pressed that Amanda went home so soon. I needed a better resolution. Because what I got was Amanda can stand up for herself, which I'm happy for. But like, I needed a genuine apology. So there was a well rounded story with those two. It never happened. And it's left on, I don't like you. You don't like me. Fuck off. Okay. Very that. Jeremy, thank you so much for the 2 people on Venmo. Technically, Q said Amanda's name first. So it was a trap by Miss Q. I agree. I'm not here for complaining about being in the top 3. Wait, what is this a reference to? I'm never complaining about being in the top 3 or 2. Technically, Q said Amanda's name first. Are you referring to when they said who should go home and why? Oh, if this is in reference to like my reaction when I was like, and Dawn really started that up. No, it was Dawn because everyone had said Amanda. It's Dawn that was like, you're my friend. I'm not going to put you in the bottom. It's Q. And then all of a sudden, Q. I was like, what? I don't think Q set Amanda up in that moment. I think Q used Amanda as an example, and Jane took that situation. Oh yeah, I'm still standing on my ground on this one. I don't think that Q set up Amanda to be thrown into the argument. I think Q, because I watched this several times, was trying to make a point to Jane. This is what you do to Amanda. But like Jane didn't have to bring Amanda into the joke by saying, "Oh, well, I respect you more than I respect Amanda." That part I didn't get. I was like, damn, girl. Like, she's just trying to tell you that this is the shit you do to her. We all see it. I'm over here. It's the second time around. Don't play all that. Anywho, no, we'll get to there again. We'll get there again. Right. Amanda did say, yeah, Q did say Amanda, but she was just using her as an example of Jane's way of trying to be rude and her being like, don't do that with me. Unlike how it's being responded with Amanda, right? William, thank you for the tippy poo on Cash App. Happy to make it to a live. I can enjoy my shift. Hope you have a good shift at work and no one gives you any trouble. I don't know where you're at. If you're in the car right now, if you're at work, if you're just at home sitting on the couch, sending you love and blessings. I hope you're all doing well. Hope you're all doing good. Hope you're all doing good. I'm also going to say, Maddie Morphosis, how dare you be in the Maddie atmosphere of understanding and receiving? Because, bitch, we both had the same opinion about Plain Jane's runway look. And I was like, bitch, I just watched the pit stop right before this. I had already made my thumbnails and did my like pictures and everything. I already got the screen grab I want to do for Plain Jane. I have my joke ready to go and everything. And then she says Bane. I said, oh, this bitch. They're going to say I stole it. I didn't. I did not. It is the first thing I thought about. I am a comic book nerd. So yeah. Oh. It was like watching Adaptation, this week's pit stop. Very dry, but entertaining. Very dry. The levels of volume were at a very low 4 the entire time. No one raised their voice. I never knew if someone was excited for anything, but I still laughed at a lot of the jokes. I thought it was interesting. And Maddie was dragging Trixie like through it. So it was funny. But no, she is. I called her Slut Bane. That was the name I used. See, that's why I'm not in the pit stop. I said Slutbane or Bane Whore. That's the best one. Bane Whore is what I called that runway. 402 in the room. Thank you for being here. Like, share, subscribe, become a part of this Rant Pack family. And also drop it to people in my jar if you feel like it. PayPal, Cash App, and Venmo are available. RuPaul, I like this suit. It's loud. It's aggressive. It's Lucky Brand jeans in 2007. I live. That's the psychedelic era. And for those of you who are like, really, Matt? I worked there. So yes, we used to give out bags with literally this print on it. There was also a woman's hoodie that I used to sell that was literally $97. That was this print. There were also pajama shorts and tops for this too. Very that. It's a nice suit. Very nice suit. But RuPaul has these babies in front of them to let them know that they're doing a mini challenges. It's not mini challenges. They're doing a mini challenges. Matthew, grammar. No, I am a fan of mini challenges and I miss them on this show. It used to be something that was done like literally every single week, except for the weeks where there was sort of like a design challenge where it's very long and we're going to have to go through the process of creating and learning and da 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 da, da all that stuff. Okay. So for me, happy we get a mini challenge, right? Because I love myself and because I love y'all, I'm going to take this mini challenge and wrap it in a nice short bow. Okay. Okay. The mini challenge is based off of Rue's new book, The House of Hidden Meanings, a memoir. I want this book. I need to read this book. I gotta read this book. I wonder, should I get the digital copy? No, I want a hard copy so I can put it right back here when I'm done reading. Here, it's a good cover, but I'm interested to hear about RuPaul's journey and the House of Hidden Meanings. I'm trying to get into my era of older black gay, so I would like to read upon those who've come before me and understand and learn the tricks ways. Do I need to find an Australian? Do I need to start investing in the earth? Do I need to be a star baby? Okay. Should I, are there some can't say that word up in here? Welcome to my atmosphere. Make a move. What you gonna do? I'm not what I ain't the what I'm not here for no looky loos boo. Yeah, we can't say that song no more. We cannot. Not unless you won the dolls. And that's up to their discretion. I'm not going to do it. And God knows if I brought Jiggly on here, that listen. I love my sister Shine the Jiggly. Jeremy, thank you again for the tippy poo on Venmo. Can we talk about morphine's glorification of BBL? Is BBL a personality? Well, a lot of people make gay a personality, so it's possible. Listen, Ryan, while I'm talking about it, there are two people that are from Australia that I follow on X that I swear to God, if I found out they were single and interested, I'm taking a flight. They're both extremely attractive. I'm like, oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Incredible. I'm just saying. Sorry. Wait, why are we talking about Australia? Hold on. I'm getting, listen, in my 30s now, I am not in a headspace in a position to be like, I only like one thing. No, I'm so not that anymore. I'm definitely not that. My mind has gone all over the world when it comes to it. We're going to talk about the BBL moment in a second, Jeremy, when we get to the actual performance itself and also the critiques that were on the main stage when it came to morphine. I agree with the statement here, but I also, once again, pull in to say that so many people take certain things and make a personality out of it, like your sexuality or say like your political beliefs. So it's, I don't know if that's their personality. I think that's something that they're just selling and they think this is what they need to sell. And that's going to pull them because let's not forget that in the past, this may have worked for others, but it may not work again. So that's how I feel about morphine situation. Be proud of your micro BBL. Be proud of it. Be proud of it. It looks like you just, it looked like the thighs a little bit, but it still looked better than some of the girls who I've seen getting botched BLs, is what I like to call them. So it's not like she's botched. She's got good work. It's a subtle one. I find it to be a little less of a full-on a stream of revenue BBL, if you get what my drift is going on here. But, it's giving, I could walk down the street and the girls would think this was the beginnings of me, Monica, Gunica, for those who know. Let's talk about the mini. Hey, hold on. Before we go any further, Laith Ashley, I clocked this. Some of y'all late to the party. Hey, Laith, glad to see you back on the show. Love it. I was like, okay, Laith, first of all, if you've seen Laith through their career and you see how this beard is bearding, okay, the hair is hairing, the body is giving, that it's all right for everything. It's right. I have seen Laith on their journey. So I'm like, okay. And it's not like we have somebody who, Matthew, be quiet. I know some of y'all like Ossoff on this pit crew. After seeing him on the challenge, I don't want him nowhere near this show. He give me all love, baby, until I get in front of my people. Oh no, but Lace is giving. I'm like, come on, the Tanner's right too. Let's talk about the covers because I have a lot of patience and time to clip these out and put these together. Okay. So let's read these. We'll start with Jomber's Blonde in the middle under the name of Plasma. No, that's just Plasma. I got a little Jonbers in my blonde there. I really did. No shade to the blonde Joms. Yeah, I did. Not gonna lie. I was like, girl, wait, who is that? But I like Plasma, all that Plas. That's funny. Soon to be a major motion picture starring Blair St. Clair, John Blonde, as Plas, and Jinx Monsoon as Nancy Reagan. That's funny. Then we have Megami's book. It's Megami, not Megami, a memoir by Megami. Megami. This book is destined for the trash can. Sarah Michelle Gellar said once. That's amazing. A mandatory meetings is time for a meeting, a guide to lying, stealing, and winning a negotiation. I'm sorry, that's I think Amanda won. If I'm gonna put these three up against each other, Amanda's was the funniest. Bitch, a guide to lying, stealing, and winning a negotiation. And then it says this book is destined for lawsuits. Barbara Walters. I can't. Yeah, I think Amanda's gonna take it on that one for me. That was funny. That was kind of a geek. She was funny. Okay, who do we have next here? We have Maya Iman LePage with Angry Puss. Bonkers, says the Lake Titicaca Tribune. Okay. Okay. Then we have Jane's is Lady Cox Do Stink. Lady Cox Do Stink. Lady Cox Do Stink from with the book The Revenge of Cox Do Stink. Reloaded, the re-up, and I'm still here. An inspirational story of dirt, soot, and debris. I think, Jane, you could have made that nastier. Like, scat. You're not scatty. I don't know. It was something. It's the worst she's looked on the show. That I can say. That I can say. Not my favorite. But I thought she was her cocks do stink. Bananas, The Yellow Pages by Nymphia Wind. It's better than my books. Oh, it's better than my book by Michelle Visage. Nymphia, I was out of it for this, to be honest with you. If I'm gonna give it to anybody, I would actually give it to Maya because it was, for me. Thanks, y'all, for tuning in. Like button, share, subscribe, and comment. 419 people in this piece. What's up? Hit the like button, please. Let's continue the show. I'm going to step off camera for just a second here. All right. So if you don't mind, I would just like 5 minutes off camera for just a second. We'll pretend like I'm, okay, cool. Bet. I mean, Rosa, when it's right, it's right. When it's right, it's right. When it's right, it's right. And I'm going to take a 5 minutes to just that because I'm feeling my ship right now and I want to keep this conversation going. All right. Saphira wins this one on default, just so we're clear. Throat Goat was funny, but I'll tell you what, the moment RuPaul said Slewfoot, I said winner. The moment RuPaul said Slewfoot, I said winner. Winner, 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 winner. It's also like isn't that Superheads book title? A Singer's Guide to an Open. Is that pharyngeal wall? I don't talk about my throat enough. I just know that I gag when I'm asked to. Ooh. Lord Jesus. Lord Jesus. Hold on. I'm not bow-legged though. Hold on. I'm looking it up because
Pharyngeal.
Oh, okay. Okay. I overthought that. I very much overthought how to say that. I just wanted to make sure. Listen.
Pharyngeal. Pharyngeal.
All right, just so the girls that don't know how to spell, read or write. Superhead, the new babies don't know. Oh, come on, I tell yes, that's some old stuff. But yes, I'm here for it, Saphira Cristal. But no, I keep my comment. I am only gagged when asked. Thank you. Now, Morphine Love Dion. This cover of the book is atrocious. I'm gonna be real with you because it's mint green with this red and this back. It's awful. It's awful. It's awful. A deeply personal memoir filled with twists, turns, and ass. Boo, bored. And then Doniana. Well, yeah, Morphine's quick drag is not fair. The other girls are not going to be able to compete. Mm-mm, mm-mm. But Doniana is funny. I'm sorry. Donnie, not even Dawn. Like, she didn't even put the name Dawn. It's Doniana. Bubble Up. Stories of a gassy girl in the modern world. Oh, she has met Tivia. Look, good for you, Dawn. I see you're wearing those hooves again. Tell me, Dawn, are you what is this, a half elf? What would her D&D character be, or Boulder's Gate at this point? I still need to get the South Park characters. What's wrong with me? Hold on, let me get back on camera for this one. Let me get back on camera for this. Hey, thank y'all for letting me have some time to myself. Stephanie! Hey, boo. I see you on my Cash App. Thank you so much for your generosity today. Sorry, I'm late. Hearts from Poland, all the way out in Poland. Thank you so very much, Stephanie. I love you and I appreciate you, and I thank yous out. Shout out to all my people across the pond, those of you who are in Europe, Asia, Africa, Antarctica. I think that's the only continent I haven't hit. Australia, New Zealand. Those are two different places. Y'all better catch up. And everywhere else on this earth. Again, I hope you're blessed and not stressed, and I hope you're being treated well. And if you're not, I hope the blessings do rain down upon you because you deserve it. It's the Throat Goat is the one for me, of course. Now, Maddie didn't put those screenshots in right, which is why they all in the middle of my live now. Jeff, can you bring your PS5 for Tekken so I don't have to schlep it all the way from over here? Sorry, y'all. I had to get that out. The goop gaps. The goop gaps. I convinced my friend to buy Tekken, and now they want to like play today. So I've been practicing, and y'all have seen me play online. Also, can y'all go watch that video? There's 425 of you there. The video is at 800 something. To help me defeat a troll with 5 followers on X, please get that video to 1,000. And better yet, tune into my Tekken lives. It's a key. We have a good time, and we don't just talk about the video game. I talk about tea sometimes and bring up drama and bullshit. It's fun. But yes, go watch it now. Emrika just posted in the live chat. Go see it now. Get it to 1,000. Please. I'm not going to give up on that game. I'm not. I'm not. I currently main June is my number 1 and Nina is my number 2. And I am currently workshopping Fang and Leo. Those are my two I'm workshopping on. I just did their combo challenges and I did pretty well. So I was like, "Ooh, okay. Let me start to figure out their rhythm." But I have to protect. I have to make sure I memorize everything for June and Nina, because if you step away from them for a second and your muscle memory is still on one character, you will be doing the most random shit in Tekken. So you have to remind yourself, okay, I am not playing as this person, but June's my number one. So, period. Period. I'm so happy Mother is back. Y'all don't know. She's one of my favorites of like Tekken. So like love her, love her, love her. Anyhow, Memoirs of a Muse by Tsunami Muse. Take a walk in her shoes. This cover is absolutely not. Vroom vroom. Geneva Carr. This book is destined for no one. Says Oprah W. because it's not Winfrey. Well, I take that back. I would have said Oprah doesn't attach herself to things that tank, but then the color purple's numbers would say different. I apologize for that joke. I'm going to apologize for that joke. I'm going to apologize for that joke. I'm going to apologize for that one. Whoa. Wow. Damn. I started thinking about what I just said, and it made even more like there's 5 different reads in that one. So I'm sorry. I would have called Geneva Carr's, based off of how red this face is, it'd have been titled Rotten Tomatoes, a review written by no one. Ha! Shout out to those of you who know about that Rotten Tomatoes scandal where they were saying that those reviews that were being put in there were fake. Fake reviews. That's why that joke was stopped. Thank you. Thank you. I know. I was funny. Thank you. Thank you. I laugh at myself. Anywho, I thought that Q's book was actually good title. It's Why by Q. I'm sorry, that's kind of clever. It's kind of clever. And then the cover is kind of cool too. I'm sorry, what? Q looking like a Lucy Tammy Brown ball. That's a compliment. Yes. Homogenic, I thought about that. I would have titled her book Why Sometimes Q. Or Q Sometimes Why. This is why my name is not Q. This is why by Q. Yeah, that would have been cute for me personally as like someone looking, but it was like, oh, okay. Or Q is for questions. Q is for questions. Why sometimes Q? Isn't that cute? I'm sorry. It's funny. What would my book title be? Ass everywhere. No, I'm playing. No, that wouldn't be my book title. Asha, thank you for the tippy poo on PayPal. Sending you a heart right back to you, baby. I appreciate you. My title of a book. Well, if I'm doing Peas a Cake, excuse me. Oh my god! If I'm doing Peas a Cake, my drag name. Let me think about it. Read, bake, love. Yeah, I'll do. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. Read, bake, love. Fancy a slice would be something I would want to say if I walked into the workroom, or in my mind, I would say, I hope you're ready for dessert because you're about to get served. That was in my mind if I walk in the workroom as piece of cake. I hope you save room for dessert because you're about to get served. Low voice and everything. between between these cakes, between these Rosa. That's it. I'm doing this. I'm taking it. I'm taking it. That's a cute one. Between these cakes. And then it says, let's get to the center. Like, that's funny. That's funny. That's funny. Oh, I would turn to that one comedian named Carlos Mencia and just steal that joke. Ooh, Matthew. Oh, that's not funny. That's not hilarious. Or Steve Harvey. Or Cedric the Nerd. Hi. Thanks for tuning in. My name is Matthew Rants. Maddie Rants, those of you who know, hit the like button, share, and subscribe. There are things wrong with me, but there are also a lot of things that are good. I appreciate you for being here. Let's continue. Oh, Natasha, that's hot too. Do you take it a la mode? That's cute too. That's too. Wow, come on, Rant Pack. Y'all are about to help me with the brand. Oh, I love it. Dare I go on this TV show? Y'all are getting shout outs every day. They're going to be sick of me. I hate it. When I get eliminated, I've already thought about what I was going to say and like all that shit. Y'all are going to be crying. Mamu? You want to come over here? Oh, you're trying to get in the bathroom? Oh, no, y'all are playing. Never mind. I was going to do I'm sorry, Rant Pack. And it was going to be this whole moment. I know. It's going to be sad. I was like, I tried, everybody. That was going to be my whole, like, going in the back room. I tried. I'm sorry, y'all. I was this close. I made it further than that one girl. No sis left behind. I'm telling you. I love how the edit was very clear that they wanted to show us that this is still a moment of tension and hasn't been resolved. And Q's book being called Why and Plain being like, ugh, this is still about her not winning. Oh my God. Whatevs. Saphira, I am really mad at how I did this. Saphira won the mini challenge. Throat Goat was funny. And again, a slewfoot will always win. They ended up getting a personal signed copy of RuPaul's new memoir, which is going to be amazing. Hold on to it, Saphira. Sell it later if you feel like it. Don't do that. It's priceless. Not on eBay, but it's priceless. And then also $2,000? Okay. Saphira don't look bad either for some quick drag. It's giving me that's the one who is going to ask to step in front of you in the Walmart checkout line, and all the checkout lines are open. That's a lie because it's Walmart. That's impossible. There will be 25 checkout lines, and there will only be 6 that are open. I am so serious. I don't understand Walmart. I never will. With self-checkout. No, she's going to go to the cigarette line. For me, I'm getting cigarillos. For her, a big pack of Pall Malls. The carton, please. Talls. I feel Saphira, this outfit is a Pall Mall cigarette smoking bitch, and she is not the one to be played with. The right tire is a little flat. The car has wrappers from McDonald's. You're not a McDonald's girl. Burger King. Yeah. Lots of scratch offs in that car, too. Okay. It's still got a cassette player. But I'll tell you what, she's the best auntie you ever had. All right. She shows up. She gonna eat your food, but she also brings the green. And that's why we love her. That's what this is giving. You're not gonna live. Now, RuPaul tells these babies it is girl group challenge day. And they're doing 3 RuPaul songs. 3 RuPaul songs that could have been used for the runway. Oh! Somebody, I meant to respond to this, but I was busy trying to get this today. It takes me like 3.5 hours just to get all this wrapped up before I'm ready to go. I am going to talk about it forever because they need to hear me. If there is anybody who works at World of Wonder that watches my stuff, and I'm sure there is, hi, hire me. I'd love to like bring a lot of ideas. Also, just be very helpful in the sense because I love the show and I respect it. But like, you had all that from Cocoa Butter and you chose Cake and Candy. It doesn't even read as a runway song. It really does not. I'm sorry, it doesn't. Maybe a lip sync, but not no. No. I'd rather they did a girl group part with Cake and Candy because that's actually like lower in the tempo. And so it would have changed it up a little bit and gave us a little bit of a variation from Star Baby's mid tempo, ASMR a little bit more up there a tad bit. And then you have Cake and Candy, and they could have done a slow girl group. That kind of would have been fire. That actually would have been really good. But anything, I fucking hate that song for the runway. I'm not going to say it's bad because if you like the song, good for you. 444 people in the room, make a wish. Had to add to my wish. But like, that's all. It's just, it grinds my gears a little bit. Also, to be clear, all three of these songs are pretty good. I actually like Courage to Love. It was one of my favorite songs off the album. But ASMR Lover is superior. I thought anybody that was going to get ASMR Lover was going to probably win this episode. And I was right. I was right. I was right. So listen, Saphira winning the mini challenge is chosen as a team captain. Plasma for winning last week, to be mistaken as John Burr's blonde in this mint green and blonde wig and bad, well, unexistent eye. And then you have, whose shape is this? Oh, I see the hairy leg. That's Geneva. Because Geneva had to lip sync last week against Mirage. Okay. Bet. Okay. So, Saphira chooses Dawn, Q, and Morphe. They get Star Baby. I said, okay. This will work. This will work. I have faith in this group. I don't have faith in Q though, because I have seen physical movement happen from them that did not involve them walking, sitting down, laying down, or getting up. Okay. I saw things that needed counting and steps, and it became a different conversation of, feeling bad for them and not like thinking they're going to do well. Okay. That's where this goes. I felt the only person who's going to be a problem was going to be Q. I was correct. Now, I really have to tell myself that's Plasma. It's so hard to stare at her and not say J or like two J's, Jinx or Jambas. Really, John? It's definitely Johnny Appleseed Bombers. Very that. No, Courage to Love. You got the ooh, 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 ooh. You got the courage, the courage, the courage. She picked a mandatory meeting, Tsunami, and then second to last picked was Plain Jane. Now, I thought to myself, okay, I see you, Plasma, and I'm not calling shade. You know Amanda don't like that girl, and you first picked Amanda. Later on, I just want my group to get along. You picked the group. Jane was not put on your group by default. Remember, that's for Mega Me. It's for Megami. Plasma, you're a producer. I see you. It's okay. Like, of course they can work together. Yes, Jane is not a fool when it comes to this competition. They're aware of their shtick and they're working it. Tsunami is cool. We like Tsunami, good energy. And Amanda is fire, but not that. So I get the idea of picking Jane, but I'm like, girl, please. Like that whole moment with Morphine, I wish they weren't fighting. Girl, shut the what? What? Anywho, I just thought to myself, bitch, you're playing this game just like Jane is and on a different level. Everybody is aware they're on TV. Let's not act new here. Now, when it came to Geneva's group, when she picked Maya, I thought to myself, why didn't anybody else do that first? Because Geneva didn't have first pick. Let me remind you, Saphira. I know you picked everybody that you're familiar with, which is okay. I was like, why you not pick the girl that could do all right? And then we move on over to Plasmetheus. Okay. Didn't pick. I was very confused. Like, that's who I'm picking first. I'm picking Maya. Do you hear me, Maya? Rudy Huxtable, Iman LePage? You would have been my first choice immediately. Immediately, because I'm about let's be safe, but also let's give a good show. I know that little baby's gonna give us a goddamn good show. My faith would have been right in her. Oh, yes. I was kind of like third picked. Oh no, that's first round draft. What you mean? Ah, so what? She's quiet. The bitch can move, and I want dances, girl. Group. Also, think about levels too when you want to position for choreography. Maya's short. Mama would be center a lot. Okay, everybody boom around it. Oh, I would have made choreo off of that. She's a little small. We'll have her in the front for most of these parts because she'll do stunt work. Everybody else can focus on. Oh yeah, my mind would have been moving here. Geneva was smart. And that's why we're going to give Geneva credit today. I know y'all don't like this push and go wig lady over here, and you're mad because she sent home people that you like. Not her fault. It's a TV show, right? Geneva was smart. I also say, bitch, it looked like you weren't doing that much, but you still made smart decisions with everybody that you picked. Even with Megami in your group, who just happened to then be put there, it still worked in your favor. Natasha, I'm okay with your disagreement. I'm talking about just the challenge, not the personality. You saw today, her personality did not matter because we were looking at the challenge itself. Girl got a W, right? I feel you on that, Natasha, though. She's a little quiet, but like at the same time, I would have picked her because I'm like, we're dancing today. We're dancing. We're dancing. And I would also have been like this. Hey, Mike. Like, I would have been loud. Like, I'd have been really like, I would just start yelling at her and making her laugh and been like, I know you are a quiet bitch and I hear you, but this is the day when we step out here and that bald-headed 6'5" heifer ain't gonna say shit. Do you hear me? That's gonna be me. Like, that's how I would operate in this situation. Like, I love you, bitch, and you're a baddie, but fuck all this bullshit. No, single word ain't, Today's the day. Today is the day. Because you are that bitch. And I don't want her playing with you like that no more. Because by all means, I have a feeling one of our queens is gonna get the whole we need to see vulnerability at it. And it's coming very soon. And I'm afraid it's gonna be one of our favorites. I'm getting nervous here. But anyway, let's continue on. Geneva, Maya, Nymphia, and the person who was put on by default last chosen was Megami, who it's going to affect them later. I wanted her to snap out of it, but I wanted her to also have her moment too, so her feelings could be felt. And it's like, okay, cool, bye. And then we can move on from that, right? Saphira has been a part of a girl group before, so the experience is there. Morphine is ready for the choreography. Dawn is feeling comfortable. Q Phillies Foxes, excuse me, is the group that Saphira is a part of. So I was like, I'm not worried about her. I was going to be worried about Q. I'm just going to be. Q's like, I'm going to tackle every challenge I meet. You know what, Q? That's a wonderful approach. A little concern for you, sister. All right. I'm going to be off camera so I can say what I want to say for this part here. And on top of that, let me go ahead and just pull up my disclaimer, baby. Because, yeah, I need to get this off my chest. Okay. All right. Now. Oh. I did ab workout this morning, so I'm feeling a little bit. Listen. So the edit around Amanda today was a little fucked up, and I need you to hear me out on this. You made us feel like this little bitch was going to do well today. Am I lying or am I right? Am I right or am I wrong here? Because like literally we have Amanda in this position actually knowing what the fuck that they're doing and making sure that they are taking almost a lead position in how the lyrics are going to go and how they're going to actually put in for this challenge to the point to where Janathan over here, the spruce goose Jane, has to give her some like credit. Which, Amanda's like, yeah, duh, I know what the fuck I'm doing over here. Like, I put this on God. I watched this show and I said, it's crazy that she went home when every time. Let me get back on camera. I'm going to put this thing down. Every time we talk to Amanda, the most positive spirit, I'm going to kill this challenge. This is what I do. And normally when they do that, it's not a gag. It's not a you're in delusion. I can see it. Even with the queens. Look at Amanda. She's doing this and this and what. The way they set her up. I hated that. I hated it. I needed to hear her say some things like, I don't know if we're gonna make it today. I'm concerned. That makes me feel like, oh, okay, this is something that is gonna go down. I truly thought, based off of how they were giving Amanda this much time and energy, that they were going to do an individual win and it was going to go that way. But I will say also this too. I did see her performance. Her wig getting in her way did bother the fuck out of me because it looked cheap as hell. It looked like it just got out the bag. Not one comb touched that sucker. Her runway, no. But I think it was interesting. And I was like, why are they so mad? I don't know if that's a pussycat wig. It's giving more Bob energy for me, but I still think this is kind of fucking amazing. We'll get there. And there's a lot to talk about with that. Cause I was like, well, I see your point and I understand her being in the bottom. And there's still some positive things that could have been said that weren't. But then the lip sync happened and it was like, now this is getting really weird. That's how it was for me watching it. It was like, okay, I get why one person stayed, but I'm also like, the edit you gave this baby was such a positive. It was such a, like, I don't know. It was very weird for me. This is weird for me. Very weird. Very weird. But Amanda was in her bag when it came to this, and you could even tell Jane was on the outside of this moment, more so looking in based off of body language. Like, if I'm gonna break this down for you, like, look at this. Jane's over there doing her work. Meanwhile, you have Plasma, Tsunami, and Amanda all in this one little section, this little group together. Okay, Amanda didn't come in with Tsunami and Plasma, right? No, Amanda did come in with Tsunami. My bad. It was Plasma that came in with Jane. Bad. There we go. But like, yeah, it really set up this, for me, a feeling of redemption arc for her. Another moment that Amanda is in the Amanda, you are the, hold on. I'm not going to say Jim Halpert. Pam Beasley. Did Pam look at the camera? Not until later seasons. Well, in terms of looking at the camera, I'm gonna say Amanda's the Jim Halpert of the season because she is boop right there, boop, fourth wall, boop. Like, are you looking at this girl? Look, I'm trying to be kind here because people are misconstruing things sometimes with me, Will. So I wanted to use Pam. I'm not gonna say Meredith because I love Amanda. So we're never gonna say Meredith or Angela ever. Oh my goodness, I can't. I love The Office. It's on right now, actually, while we're being funny. It's currently playing in the background. What episode is this? Oh, this is the episode when Michael was insensitive to everyone, so he tried to like get people to get riled up with him. So he flattens everyone's tires. He's like, "Oh man, those guys, from the warehouse, they were so mean, man. Yeah, like, look, they wrote a note too. I found it." He pulls it out of his pocket. It's like, are you fucking serious, Michael? If y'all have never seen The Office, I'm sorry. It's a great show. I don't care what anybody says. It's so funny. The last 2 seasons were trash. After Michael leaves, when Andy becomes the boss, it's quite fucking terrible. But the last 2 episodes were really sweet. I recommend those. Okay. We all need to understand that Nymphia Wind is somebody who cannot be taken seriously in multiple occasions, but when they say they're not good at something, do not believe them. Okay. Nymphia, you are chaos. Like, I love how she to Maya was like, I know you're excited for this challenge. Bet. And then Geneva like makes a statement about I picked Maya for a good reason, which Nymphia then follows through with, and so you picked Megami because and Megami's like, well, no, I was left over. And then Nymphia, you're such a bitch. This is Nymphia. Oh, I forgot about that. No, you didn't. You did. You did not. That shit is fucking funny. I'm like, this is played. This is what they're talking about with the difference in like approach and like shade. Like Nymphia is nasty. I'm not even gonna lie. Nymphia, you're an asshole, but it's so funny because you're like laughing about it and being really light. And then when you see them get emotional or sad, you're not like, girl, what the fuck? You're like, oh no, my bad. I wasn't trying to be messy. I'm playing, sister. She is playing, but I swear to God, if I was around her, I'd probably be chuckling all day. I'd be chuckling all day. I'm aware. Y'all, I have been on Twitter. I have seen. I will talk about it when we get there. DW, thank you for the super chat. I was definitely at the underestimation station. Haha, here since we're being honest. I understand. I feel you. Thanks, DW. Appreciate you for the super chat. I need to talk to you about April soon. And also, we haven't hung out in a bit. See how you're doing, friend. DW again. Jane gives Final Fantasy. Tonberry hate. Everybody hates Rancor. Oh my God. I would have said Cat Sith. Everyone's saying it's Kate Sith. I'm sorry. I have been saying Cat Sith forever. I'm going to say it because that's a cat and that's a random thing in a fucking was it animatronic? I forget what the thing is. Oh my God. I'm so excited for the new Final Fantasy to come out. But Tekken's got my world now. Well, thank you for super chat. Which group had more prior drama, the Courage to Love group or Chaotic from Dragula? Well, Courage to Love had more of a chin to chin argument. You know, whose jawline was the best. That was Courage to Love's argument, where Chaotic was everybody versus the one of color. I am kidding. Yeah, Chaotic Love had more microaggressions in it. I'm not able right now. I'm just not able. I'm just not. The color story is different, Will, if that makes more sense. Thank you. Mm-hmm. Okay. Listen. Listen. Megami with these hiccup of an eyebrows that you have and you crying, sister. I feel bad. I did. But I also was like, this is no shade. No shade. This happens so much when this turns into like I was picked last and it reminded me of my child. Like almost every season And it doesn't take me away from feeling like less bad for her. I still feel it. I can understand that. And any sort of feeling like that, da, 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 I cannot relate, unfortunately, to being picked last. While I may have been targeted for being kind of feminine in school and having to deal with that consistently, I was also an athlete, and the girls knew, if you don't pick me, you're losing. So I don't have that feeling, and I can't relate to that, but I can relate to feeling like you're not liked and that you're not good enough, or people are underestimating what you can present to the table. I will be very clear to Megami, and I love Megami down. I actually like a lot of people, okay? Bitch, I did not have expectations. And that's from this season. Just in general, it's been kind of quiet. It has been a tad bit, it's been almost congenial to a point to where I'm like, okay, what are you going to show us? And that's T. Like, you gave us a message. You didn't do a reveal runway correctly. You actually did very good for the ball. In my opinion, that last look was the tits for me. But like, it hasn't been loud. And so it's been concerning that sometimes you're not showing up on the ink blot test when they're asking, what does this remind you of? And no one says your name. That part. So I did feel for you, but I'm also going, okay, I like it. I think it's more than just you not being picked in that moment that brought those emotions today. In all honesty, I think it's like an overwhelming sense of how you felt in this competition, then added on to that, if I'm being very frank. So I feel bad for them, and I respect those feelings and their tears. I'm also going, okay, you grown. Do you have a therapist? If not, let's start finding one already. As someone on their journey right now, I'm kind of like, girl, I can't cry over being called an FA, the rest of it in school no more. I can't cry over that no more. I can't cry off of that kind of stuff. But I feel her. Everybody's different. Everybody's different. So I respect her in those feelings. I'm almost like, girl, this is a lot. This is a lot. I think it's more than just you being picked last. I think that's how you feel about this the competition itself. I think so. Yeah, I know it, Alicia. I had that childhood trauma myself. I can already read the comment. Matt, it really disappoints me that for somebody that talks about this, that, and the other, that you wouldn't feel more for it, even though I said multiple times, I understand them. Do you see why I get frustrated with some comments? I feel her. I'm past this point now in my life to where I can go, I empathize, but come on, bitch. Like, pick it up. Like, y'all got a good ass song. You're with a pretty fucking cool team. Let's make fucking magic, okay? Like, let's show these people I am not tired of boring. Now, Nymphia was doing a whole lot. A whole lot in this moment, right? And we didn't know if we were going to get a good song or not, because her lyrics were kind of, I don't know what this is doing here, right? But let it be known. And I'm aware of this. Nobody told me today. I saw this because I follow Megami on X. I follow all of the. Yes, I follow all of the. Well, I don't follow Plain Jane on X. I follow her on Instagram. She follows me back on Instagram. And Don follows me on IG. I follow her back. Anywho, whatever. Name dropping. I follow Megami. I realized that and I also follow Nymphia. Nymphia did say that Megami wrote those lyrics, and then they had a little moment about that. So I am aware of that, which again, this is that pick your shit up. Like, pick your shit up. Get to what you know it is. Get to the bag, queen. You're from Brooklyn? Fuck all that. Okay? Fuck all that. Megami. Fuck all that. We want our cosplay queen to step it up, and I'm here for it. She did this week. I'm proud of her. Her runway was a different story for me, but we'll get there. Let's talk about the rehearsals. I feel like I could just leave it up on this picture, and this is me for rehearsals. Y'all are gonna either love me or hate me when I go on this show, if I ever do, because my faces, bitch, I can't hold nothing. I can't hold nothing. I'm gonna be making these faces, girl. Like, what am I staring at? Saphira looks like a parrot that's either disappointed, trying to understand, or figuring out ways to encourage her children. It's so funny to me. Like, it's so funny. Oh God, I swear to God, this is my people. And now that I know Saphira is a Libra, like, girl. Girl. This is me. I'm just gonna be looking. I ain't gonna say a goddamn thing. Let me get to my confessional though. Woo, tag and bag. Because it's like, I don't know about all that. But listen, the first group went, which was Plasma and the gang, and Plasma was doing a whole lot, and it was a little bit overwhelming, but a mandatory meeting took place, and she stepped in and very much helped with the choreography that Plain Jane was having trouble with. Yes, Saphira is a Libra. Mm-hmm. Yes, we can claim her. We can claim her. She's balanced. Oh, I would love her to win. But yeah, Amanda was chewing. Hey, Zayd. Hey, everybody. Amanda was chewing. And again, just like I talked about, this edit led us to believe she was doing a very good job, which was it was weird how everything turned out. Amanda was doing a good job. Everyone's receiving it. All of that. All of it. And I'm just like, bro, this is crazy. Crazy to me. I just don't like to be tricked like that. Where is my water? Is this old? Hold on. This old water. This is this water. Isn't it funny how Q had something critical to say about Amanda, where she's like, oh, she's doing really well. Well, unless we get to the runway. Tee. Damn, Q. I think now they can say, wow, Q looks really good this week, unless they have to lip sync or dance. Actually, Megami said it best later. We'll get to it. Very interesting. Let's see here. We got a super chat. The way I'm not going to highlight that super chat because I just don't know. And these people have been very weird with me lately. So I'm going to read a bit of it without posting it because words on screen do matter. Hi, Maddie. I just finished watching the episode via something interesting that has a way of viewing things that people view. Okay. All I got to say is Nymphia is an actress. Ain't that the truth? Thank you, Cameron, for the super chat. I'm not losing my channel. Love you, friend. Not that. No. Condone who? Not I. What? Hey, what's up, Danny? How you doing? When it came to choreography here, Maya was definitely quiet, but she was giving a cute choreo, and it was not hard. It was very DD4L. I was shocked. Like very early days, okay? Like very early day DD, like when you are trying to get on the main team, but you on the B squad. Like it was very easy choreography. I was here for her 8 counts. Megami was having a little bit of a hard time for this. She's a little bit of a slow learner. That happens. She picked it up, but she's a little bit of a slow learner. Nymphia realizes that the choreography is going a little bit monotonous. This is going to be an issue for Morphine's group later, in my opinion. And so Nymphia's like, let's add a couple of these things to it. Let's add some transitions here and there. And that's cool because I like that both Maya, who was able to put in the 8 counts for the chorus that are needed to make it look good, then had Nynthia's input into give it transition. So then it looks like more of a production number. And it's like, oh, and that, ladies and gentlemen, is when I once again have fallen into the Saphira love spell trap of just staring at someone's face. Because, baby, that's where this screenshot came from. Saphira said, oh, bitch. Oh. Watch her. She don't tell the tea. She over here acting like she don't know what she about to do. Coming up here giving you all kinds of transitions and wonderful moments. I'll say this, that K-pop energy really came through because a lot of K-pop groups, all about the transitions, all about the choreography. Y'all can say it's the singing. I'm not going to shade you K-pop lover girls. Y'all know I'm a fan of Twice. What is love? My favorite group. What is love? Okay, like, bitch, whatever. You make me feel special. Da, 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 oh, see, I don't know. Hey. I know him. I got there. Okay. But the K-pop girl, I can't. They don't sing for me. They are not singers. They have very nice voices. Very nice. Very nice. Very nice voices. Very nice. Yeah, I like Twice. Twice is like my favorite group. Love. And it's What Is Love. That was the song that got me in there. I was like, oh my God. Oh, this is it. Oh. Then I fell in love. Like, I was like, yeah, this is that. I just noticed this comment's weird. Who your bias, Maddie? Is that a question, or are you saying that I am biased? Okay, cool. That's how you feel. Shout out to Julie. I'm not sure. I don't know what that means though, but I was like, bias. Have we gotten to that point yet? If that's how you feel. Bio Miss Flores. This is the bio I know. Saphira said, can I trade teams? I mean, they haven't even gotten up there yet. Oh, that's why I was like, what? Julie, I leave with love. Thank you. I was like, huh? K-pop bias is your favorite of the group. See, no, bias is the favorite of Oh, what? K-pop bias, but what? Bias is the name of the group, body stand out. What? What is happening? My age just slapped every single one of you in the face. And I have to step my 30-plus-year-old ass back. 501 in the room. Thank you for being here. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for being... I know, but I have to step out because I'm like, I was like, what the fuck was going Oh, that's so funny. I was like, wait, what is wait, huh? Like, is that, and then you all said it's also a group, so that really threw me off. I was like, hold on. Oh. So like who in the group is my favorite? Hold on. Who am I in the group is my favorite? There's one in particular. If I said long hair, that's not specific enough. She has bangs too. I don't know her name. That's bad. I apologize. I don't know her name. She has if I got the music video in front of me, I could tell you who it is. I think that's the Miss Mama she's just so cute. Every time I see her in the group, I'm like, oh, she's special. Like the song. I forget her name though. I'm like, long hair as a description. Right. I mean, bangs too. It's not helpful either. Probably Momo. Let me look her up real quick. God help me. It's her. Yep. 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 That's yeah. That from the pictures I see, yeah, that's the one. She's Puss. Yes. Okay, yeah. That's the one. Yeah. That's the one. Yeah. Okay, there we go. Momo. Now I know her name. Shit. I, I have this thing about bangs, y'all. I kind of live and breathe for them, low key. I have a big forehead too, so I feel like it's gonna be a lot of mind drag. Gonna be like a little bit of this. Anywho, back to the show. Shout out to the K-pop conversation. You make me feel embarrassed. Now I know the bias part of it. We don't even say that. Wait, I don't know if we say that out here. Like we just say who's your fave. That's interesting though. Hmm. To anyone, I think I know a song for them. I have to look through my list because I have a whole playlist that has like pop music and K-pop is in it. I'd have to look it up. Mm. Woo, we had 500 people in here at one point in time. We got into a K-pop conversation. My apologies. Thanks for tuning in. Like button, share, subscribe, become part of this Rant Back family. Let's get on with the episode because I do have things to do today, and I'm not making this a 3-hour live. I promise. I don't know if I'm going to. I'm trying so hard not to. You know what? I was okay with the choreography. But then I saw it later and was like, no. And then when I saw, okay, Q was definitely working out things with the floor. Okay, there was a conversation that was to be held. A mandatory meeting was had, but it felt like the conversation was very harsh and stiff and rigid and Ann Coulter-ish. You know. Very that. Sam, thank you for the super chat. You should watch Momo's dance cover. She's great. I will. I will do that. I will. Those are things I shall do. Yeah, she looked crazy. I'm not gonna lie. She was walking like how Plasma was walking when she had that twin in front of her. It's now true tea. True tea. Bitch, hold on. I gotta do it. I gotta do that walk. I gotta get up real quick. Baby, she got up and it was like a really fucked up NPC character. Like, someone who forgot the right coding for it. And so they're walking like out of sync, or, possibly it's the audition day for America's Next Top Model. It is not. No. Bitch, that was awful. She said, why is she walking like Maya said, why is she walking like a robot? Which got Nymphia laughing, to then Nymphia called saying Frankenstein, bitch, and then just cackling over. They're like, girl, stop. Because God forbid Q got in her head, and then that would have been a whole nother moment backstage of us like, you really hurt my feelings there. But Megami, I have to give it to you on this one. She said, I wonder, she's like, I don't know if Q's going to be able to sew her way out of this challenge. Sew herself. There we go. Sew herself out of this challenge. I said, I said, Megami, now that was funny. Very funny. See, the thing is like when you're saying bias, and I know this conversation is having in the live chat with K-pop, so I'm going to quickly address it. It's used negatively here a lot. in terms of like watching TV, or especially as me as a reviewer, like it's literally a whole Reddit thread of me, Maddie's biased, da 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 da, Maddie is a beggar, da 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 da, this, that, and the other, right? So when I hear bias, that's why I responded the way I did, because it's not used positively with me. It's used very negatively to discredit my work and what I do with drag and drag race in the 6 years I put into this. So that's why I responded the way I did. No worries. I totally get it now. So I'm going to think of it differently. But that's why I was like, you said what? I was like, oh, that's what that means. Great. Like now I understand. But no, it is literally weaponized against me consistently. So like, yeah, I have a very bad take on that word. It's all right. It's okay. We're good. We're good. Anywho, let's get to the drama. Hey, Q, thank you for stepping up and saying, I didn't appreciate what you did, girl. Thank you for that. I'm glad you did. Now, Jane. It is very interesting for me watching this show. And you couldn't do what you did. You would not be able to get away with some of the shit that you're doing. You talk around people sometimes, and then you do this thing where you're like, my intentions weren't there. At the same time, you still read her, and it's funny, but like, couldn't be me. Couldn't be me. It couldn't be me. I would stop you before you would finish the sentence. They'd be like, don't do all that because you are already going down the wrong path. This can't roll that way. I'm gonna teach you how to apologize. Like if you felt that way, fine, cool. But like the way you just spoke, bitch, I almost knocked your fucking mouth out. Like, you know what I mean? Like it's very that. Like you can say you don't care for something. It is tone and texture for me. It's giving very harsh velvet. It's giving me, if I rub this together, the polyester will burn, hurt. Okay. So, like, I am morphine in this moment. I would have been over there laughing and like holding my shit in, like, oh, it's about to go down. But it's the way how Q came up to then address it, and you kind of returned it with an apology by not apologizing while within the apology. And Q was like, but you did invalidate my feelings, so you have to like respect that. Kind of like how with Amanda, and Q did mention Amanda, but it wasn't done in a way to be like, Amanda's terrible looking. It was done in a way to be like, you do this with Amanda, why are you playing like that with me over this when I was really feeling some kind of way? Because the other girls didn't act like that. You did. If they felt that way, they didn't voice it, but you did. So I'm talking to you. To where now Amanda gets pulled into this by her saying, well, I have more respect for you than I do Amanda, Amanda, let me tell you something. You may be painting for an entire side of a building, okay? It's giving graffiti on someone's walls, honey. It's like you're painting someone's bedroom. Is it a boy or a girl? Like, what's happening? That's a lot for the eye. Now that I'm done, let's get back to you. In the middle of you drawing plans for your 5-story home on your fucking face, this bitch is trying you. Yes, you better step the hell up. What is your fucking problem with me? I want to know too. This is day what now? I mean, Q, I'm glad you also backed Amanda into this because, well, not backed her into it, but backed her up in this moment because it was really funny because even Q was like, you kind of pulled her in by making a joke out of her when I'm talking to you in this situation, especially after Jane, I thought this was funny. I did think this was funny. She's like, well, who am I dealing with right now? Because now there's two. But I'm like, but you brought her in, so how are you gonna be? If I'm not in arguments with Plain Jane, I probably would be sitting in the background cackling to myself and also agreeing with other girls being like, she's such a bitch. If Jane is the one then arguing with me or trying to read, it'd be a different story because I'd be Candy motherfucking Muse in this bitch, and it would be a lot of she ain't about it. She ain't about it. She's not about that because I'm going to read and I'm also going to get in that face. Like production stepping in that and you signed the contract. Did. I did. But she said some raw shit. So I'm about to give her what she wants in her face. That does not give, it still doesn't, no, pretty, I'm not negating this, but I'm kind of telling you no, because the way Q brought Amanda up wasn't to read Amanda. It was to emphasize the point of that wasn't cool. And the way you do Amanda, like that wasn't cool. Just like how you do Amanda. She didn't read Amanda and then it gave Plain the opportunity to read her. That's not how that happened. That's why I'm not mad at her mentioning Amanda's name, because that would be the reference point when it comes to being disrespectful and how Plain Jane operates. That's the easiest person to go, well, you know who you're being disrespectful to? Da, 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 da. That's not what I meant. LOL. Oh, well, it sounded like that was LOL. So that's why I responded that way. But thanks for being here, pretty. No shade. Maybe you were talking to somebody else. I read that and responded. I hope that's okay. That's what I meant. What's up, Zella? Thanks for coming back in here, baby. At the end of the day, I'm Dawn. I'm Morphine. I'm cackling. Get her, girl. Don't let her do you like this. At the same time, I don't know if I was going to be able to deal with this the entire season. Like, she's just going to be reading you every episode. Like, what's going on here? At the end of the day, they don't like each other. That's that. Like, that's really at the end of the day. Like, while Plain can say she likes her personality, you do not respect that girl. And Amanda can't find respect for someone that always drags her. So like I can't view Amanda in the wrong in any of those confrontations because she's never started it once. Not one time. Morphine is the narrator of the season. She's had the most confessionals. She's literally in every scene. Morphine is telling us, I don't think so. Maybe, girl. She's funny. I am enjoying her. But like, yeah, like Amanda's never, not once, never started an argument with Plain. It's always been Plain coming for her. That's the difference. And so when Saphira is talking to Plain, excuse me, Jane, she's talking to her. And Saphira's like, I mean, girl, I know what you're saying is, and maybe your words are getting misconstrued, or how you're speaking, it's not coming out right. It's being misread or heard. However, it is consistent. And at one point in time, that kind of humor, you're going to run out of space. You are going to run out of favors and blessings. Someone's going to, that ass. And it's like, all right. So I love that. And Jane seemed to receive it a little bit, even with the apology she gave Q, which Q's like, I don't know, bitch. I don't know. I don't know if I believe. I wouldn't take it, Q. I'll be real with you. I'd really watch her. Q accepted it because she wanted to in the moment, but I think later on, like how they do the filming for the confessionals, Q was very on the, I don't know, girl. Yeah, I don't know about that one. I tried to, but we'll see about her. I wouldn't hug Plain Jane after our argument or me feeling that kind of way. I'd be like, I appreciate you saying what you said, and I would have turned my ass around and I would have sat back doing my makeup, and I would have later said, I don't trust that girl. She's already shown that she ain't about that shit, and she might do this bull again. So I will watch her from now on. The moment she plays with me again, I'll show her the sandbox. Okay? That's how that we'd have played that. But I was with Saphira on this one. I see what you're doing and you know who to play with. You know who to play with. But you're going to run out of time. You're going to run out of space. You need to work on how you're talking to people. If you want to be kiki and jokes and that's your shade, we got to fix some things. Mark, thank you for the super chat. We haven't got to Untucked yet. I actually am getting annoyed with Q and how she was accusing Plain Jane of being insensitive and then getting into, oh, wait till I talk about that moment in Untucked. I was not a Q fan. I was not. I did not appreciate the tsunami slander or bringing them in when they had positive critiques that week. That felt very weird and very, let me give y'all a different name so it's not me. I did not like that. I thought that was cornball. Thank you for the super chat by Miss Flores. I will always be annoyed with Q being a Jan and taking away Plasma and Geneva's moment. Like, that's just rude. Theater kid energy. Understandable. I was very upset at how Tsunami was dealt with. And it's true, Tsunami's the calmer of the muses, because had that been Candice's abuse, oh no, Miss Thing. Oh no. That clap would have been loud back. Oh, it was very, very sad that Tsunami didn't really run into her the way she should have, but I also respect Tsunami in the same breath. Look at RuPaul. I knew I forgot a picture today. As a matter of fact, that's what I'm going to do. I think RuPaul looks good in this purple. I like the wig. I think the purple looks good. I see too much here, and that is an is. But other than that, I'm like, okay, bro, it's cute. I like purple on Ru. I think it's a really good color for her. Where is it? Here it is. Sorry, y'all. I forgot to do the full shot of everybody. I'm pulling in that full shot right now so we can just take a look at the looks. I'm going to close out this first poll that we have here too, because we're about to get to the runways and the girl group challenges. Don't forget, there's a panel tomorrow. It's going to be the entire main cast, myself, Jamar, Dooley, C. Diggy, and Blakeisha. Just me. No, I do not. It was told to me a long time ago, and I completely forgot. This is true. It was told to me a while ago, and I completely forgot. Totally forgot, though. Shame. The poll was giving 43% for the drama, 38% for girl groups, 10% the lip sync, and 6% the runway. Damn, nobody was interested in the runway. That's like okay, I'm already getting my next poll ready for the runway. Hold on here. Shingout and a chop. All right. Now that I have everything in place the way I want it to. So these are the judges this week. Michelle's legs are legging. RuPaul looks really good in purple. T.S. Madison will forever be one of my favorite people in this universe. I love you, sister. Congratulations on your Emmy. Does Kaya have an Emmy? T.S. Madison, does Kaya have an Emmy? I'm just playing. Let me not do that. I'm not going to take you back to those olden days of the Taco Bell Supreme Courts. I'm not going to take you back to those days, sister. Oh. Next caller. Moo-ha-ha-ha-ha. That lady went on a transphobic tirade, and some of y'all still staying her. I don't like it, and I'm not here for it. No, thank you. And Icona Pop is there. Hey. Hold on. I got to take these people off of there. There we go. I'm just saying. Medical van, buck teeth. A bridge too far. No. Michelle Visage looks really good. Kaya. T.S. Madison looks really good. I don't have a link on me because I love how people do that to me. That's what I'm talking about. When T.S. Madison and Kaya used to have a show together, the Queen's Supreme Court, for those of y'all that don't, the Queen's Court very much was a very fun live show to watch where they would talk about hot topics and they used to go in. There was some beef between the two afterwards, and it started this whole like divide between the two. Kaya's shots were all misgendering Madison, all of that. Transphobic statements were made. A lot of people chose sides, gay men included, also trans women who were also on Kaya's side about that stuff and were like basically gassing her up. T.S. Madison was also reading her down every other minute. But as you can see, somebody was working. Nobody was. It was sad, DW, because I liked them together. I loved them together. But, you know, shit went down and it's boop, 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 boop. Christina J. Yes. No. Well, yes. Well, yes. Bob's Flores, thank you so much for the super chat. I meant shattered peppermint. I didn't read the first statement, but whatever it was, it was. It was. Me and Funky Daniva. Well, you know, I'm already really tight and good close friends with Alexander Diane Rogers personally. I'm afraid I'd be told I'm light skinned every 5 seconds if I did anything with Funky. Every 5. I would be accused of Giselle and Ashley behavior with a splash of Robin. With a splash of Robin. But shout out to Funky though. He definitely has made a platform from this YouTube channel. And as a Black queer individual, I always give it up for those who are making the numbers that I also would love to make. But I also know we do completely different things. So yeah. But yeah, Iconopop was there. Work. Let's talk about the girl group challenge. Okay. Hold the Elliots. Now, the first group. And Joy, I beat up people for that. So that's why I don't put myself in those positions, because I always run into somebody with their own insecurities, and it becomes like, now I got to deal with your own younger trauma of you dealing with some uppity light-skinned cousin that used to wear you out. I am not her. I am not that one. I am not that bitch. I will put my paws included. Okay. I don't do that kind of shit. So that's why I'm like, I'm not gonna take up for that fuck ass cousin of yours. I'm just not going to. That's not gonna be for me. My family is like black, dark skin, light, black, dark, black, light, black. Everybody black, but it's dark, like dark, like dark, like dark, like. So we were raised not to operate that way. My dad, my mom were very adamant about being like, don't. You want to know what privilege is? Let's talk about it. So I was very aware of what all of this was going on over here. Anywho, back to this group. Everyone did good but Q. That's it. That's that. Morphine, you were fine. It was all right. I like the verses, and I was like, okay, it's smooth. Saphira and Dawn were my favorite parts for me personally, because Saphira had the best rap and the best verse for me. And Dawn, it kind of made sense, Dawn going right after. Like, the flow was really interesting to see them all go together. But when we got to Q, I disagree. When we got to Q, oof. Wow. You know, Q sounded great, though. We can say that, right? Q did sound good. They sounded good. If this had been for the radio, Q would have done very well at this challenge. For the radio. Exactly. Anywho, we're moving on. It's not that deep. It's my show too. So, but if she stood still and they danced around her, I would have had a better feeling about what it was presented. I'm just saying, like, if she just stood still and everyone moved around her, it would have made a lot more sense. Maybe would have been better. I don't even know if she can move her arms well to the lip sync, and she's always a little off. Something about the feet not like hitting the floor at the right time. Yeah, it's very that. Very that. But you know, she was there. But Saphira was the best of that group. Now, for the second group, Plasma, you did a lot better than expected, in my opinion. I wasn't sure Plasma was going to give me what I needed to get, and I did like it. I was very impressed by Plasma's work. I was like, okay. Tsunami. I was also invested in this landscape too. I was fine with it. I gotta not look at the live chat, so I'm not arguing with people or disagreeing with folks. I just want to make my opinion. I'll be real. I didn't really care for everybody's verses with this group, except for Plains. I actually like Plains' verse. I'll be real. Amanda was okay. I'm the only one that's gonna say it. Amanda dances wild, and I'm fine with that, especially when it looked good. But that cheap wig was her downfall in this challenge. You know, there is something they say when it comes to ballroom and voguing. I'm not saying she's a voguer, but it's like when you are dancing, there are some people who are wild dancers, so their moves are not as clean, and it can read as almost desperation. And so sometimes when I'm watching her perform, I'm like, is she okay? And other times I'm like, she eats. But there will be moments where I'm like, ooh, if she goes just a one more step further, she gonna be off the earth. Very much that. She's a little messy when she dances, but she's very likable. The wig, burning hell for that wig. But I still will say that Amanda did a decent job this episode to where I'm not like she was bad. I just thought that Plain had the better verse this week, to be honest with you, out of this group. And I know you may not like that. I also think that Plain was polished. I know you don't like that girl. I'm sorry. I'm gonna give it to her. Plain was polished. I'm sorry. I can hear Julie now. I don't care. The whole panel sulking until we get to play. Girl, no. Plain was polished. She was polished. Polished. I'm gonna keep it real. Was. I like Tsunami's outfit too. I was this group wasn't bad. They also had Courage to Love, so I didn't have hope for them. So I was like, okay, they made it through. Now, Amanda's padding is basically what Morphine was not trying to get with her BBL, or if Morphine didn't had to sit down on her flight and wasn't able to fly those 4.5 hours on her knees on that Southwestern 2 bags for free check-in flight, that's probably what her ass would have been looking like currently. Okay. Currently. But yeah, Plain was the better one of the group, in my opinion. But I also thought Plasma did a really good job too. Now, the third group was the best. Argue with your mama. The third group. A mandatory padding. Oh, no. It just came to me. A mandatory padding. Oh my God. Oh, God bless us all. God bless every one of you. Thanks for tuning in. Hit the like button, share, and subscribe. It's your boy, Meta Rinse. We're talking about RuPaul's Drag Race Season 16, Episode 5, Girl Groups. Drop a tip in my jar if you feel like it with the PayPal, the Cash App, and the Venmo down here for your boy hosting with the most, making some funny jokes. Single father of 2 here. Please, thank you. The thumbs up is super free, so hit that baby. 553. Amazing. Thumbs up, please. Thank you. Appreciate y'all watching. A mandatory padding. All right. I like this group for multiple reasons. One, Megami has a lot of influence in the lyrics for the majority of these people in helping them with their words, as well as pulling like a full song together. So please make sure when you are talking about her, you call her boring and all that kind of shit, remind yourself that this bitch she's nasty with the pen. She is very creative. Maybe it's not being utilized or shown in the way that we would want it to be or given its time and dues. She's creative. There's talent there. Stop with the bullshit. Okay. I'm here for Megami. Now you have my least favorite outfit up here because I see you, going to the club in this low key. However, you cut up and you were moving. Where should me? Megami, the hands came out. They did the whole little bit. It was cute. It was cute. It was cute. It was cute. Maya, You started this off so well. See, I have way more to say about the girl group that did well because I was like, you know what? This is what I wanted. This is what I want to see. A lot of these people, except for Nymphia, a lot of these people, except for Nymphia, have not been given sort of their time or dues or have had a little bit of a rough road in this competition. And y'all came through. I was very pleased because I was like, oh God, if they don't do well, we already know how this is gonna go down. Blah 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 blah. Instead, it was like the moment she rolled out there, it's Maya, the queen. It's Maya, and I think it's a gag that there also was a whisper in it versus it's Maya, Maya. No, it's a whisper. Maya, just tell me that you took one of your ass hairs and blew it at RuPaul when that happened. Tell me you did. You could have. You could have. The ad libs made this way better. The issue I had with the first group, which was Saphira's group, this is through Morphine's choreography. The choreography became stale. They did the same moves over and over and over again. There was no elevation. They kept going back and back and back and forth. Second group, somewhat almost similar to the first one, but there was just a little bit more of a volume turn up notch and there was a little bit more transitionable work. Cool. But this group, they switched it up. They did the same choreo, but then they switched it and they also weren't facing the same way doing it. There were people in the back going opposite directions, but it was still within the, oh my God, it was great. It was great. I'm like, yes, give us waves, give us layers, give us this. When they did that separate pose part during the You Make Me Feel, and it was like bam, bam, but all did different poses. I was like, yes, that is what I want to see. You stopped it for a second. Boom, 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 up. Remember when Megami's like, I'm driving the car, now push, blow. And it was like, wait, but then there was the MEGAMI. Like, wait. When she did that, everyone popped out. It popped out. Then Nymphia was like, and me. And they just went, oh, come on. Geneva's verse was great. Geneva did great with her choreography. That little leg don't come up when she do the little donkey at all. But like, she did a good job. And again, someone said this in the comment section. I missed it, but I agree with you. Solid black, black and yellow, yellow, black, yellow. They looked the most cohesive. It looked like a girl group. Everybody's, tracks or their, I guess their parts in the song, they all were good. And it felt like in sync. That's why I think they won. Nymphia's verse was great. Shout out to Megami for it. But Nymphia also was performing her ass off. I was like, okay. You've talked me into watch this part again. Yeah, watch it because when they're doing the boom, oh, okay. Now my choreography days, because I used to be a J setter. By the way, Maya, Texas Sweethearts, I used to be a J setter back in the day. I know about a good nasty 8 count. I know about a good nasty high kick into a la split or doing a backhand spring into a full 8 count to come out of it, baby. My days there, okay? Going to the club in tights, bump, 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 bump. Da, 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 da. Or you're leading the count and you have your numbers so you know which one you're throwing. So you want to put your hand up real quick and go down. Anywho, so it was You Make Me Feel, Spotlight is real, da, 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 back here, boom, up, boom. I'm trying not to break my desk, but it was that when they were doing this part, it transitioned differently. And that's what makes it really good. Okay. Let's be smart. And I'm not saying you're not smart. I'm saying you are smart. I'm just saying, you know me. I'm going to be on the let's be smart train. I'm not telling them I'm great at everything. You would either have to know that already Or just be surprised when I do something cool, because the idea is he hasn't done drag enough. So he shouldn't know. That is the idea. Underestimate me, if you will. I will eat you up every time. So I'm going to let them, and I would have done just what Nymphia did. I'm going to let somebody else do it first. I will interject when we can make it better. That's the only time I'm going to do it. Because I have worked in both. I've been a backup dancer for Vodka We're Doing the Crew, for Sissy Bounce Artist, Vodka We're Doing the Crew. I've been on stage with fucking Big Frida, Katie Red, and Sissy Nolby. Bitch, what? I've also had my time with doing my own little shit with drag, and as well as also being a J sitter for 4 years, with my own group that I had. Shout out to Joe and all them. Like, bitch, I know how this operates and goes. I am also a person that takes time to learn stuff too. So I'm not immediately going to be like, I got it, but I will know what to do. It's then practicing repetitiously, like over and over again, to really get it. Yeah, because many years ago, before Big Frida got her show, this was like 2010, 2011, before Big Frida got her show, like they were touring a lot. And so Vodka is a part of the Sissy Bounce movement with New Orleans and the music. You know, the God, Give Me My Gods, that's Vodka. That's actually Vodka. A lot of people don't give him credit for that, but they should. He, Katie Red, Big Frida, they're all in this museum in New Orleans. I was there for that grand opening of his picture and all of the Sissy Bounce artists there. Maddie is a part of that history, by the way. True T. True. I performed at South by Southwest in 2011. That video is on YouTube now. You can see me when I was 26, shaking my ass in some tights. It's a lot. But to get to it, when it comes to like dancing, I'm very familiar. I'm very much, this is me, baby. This is, girl, we're dancing, we're choreography, we're doing a show. I fucking love it. That's my life, bitch. I wish I was more like, I wish I had more confidence even in those days. I really didn't have it. Like Vodka was a big pushing force for that. And like Joe was also another big pushing force for those days. I had people around me that pushed me to those levels. I wish I had the drive myself. Now I do. I'm older now, but like back then I wish I had more people that I had some really good folks that I forever will appreciate in my life, that they saw me and they were like, oh, bitch, you got it. You got it. Come over here. Come over here. Frida was at Charlotte Pride last year. Yeah, listen, long time ago, I have shared a nice little hybrid with Frida a long time ago in the back after a show. It's me, Vodka, Frida, whatever dances, whatever our dances, this, that, the other. We're all in the back like managers and shit. It's many, many interesting, fun stories of those days that I used to have. Traveling the road as a backup dancer and also selling merch on the side. All right, let's get to the runway and get on with this episode. I said I was going to do this in less than 3 hours. I don't know. We're going to try. First up is Morphine. I would love to hear what y'all feel about Hippie McGee's this runway, because we saw Maya do Catwoman for the mini challenge, and then we see Morphine do a different version of this Catwoman-esque outfit for the Maxi challenge. So what are we giving this? Tammy Roman looks good. I want to say baby making hips, but that's not true, because I don't know what baby's coming out of that body. Them hips are all the way down there. Cthulhu making hips, maybe? I don't know. Baby shark making hips? I think the wig is right. The makeup is done. I love the claw marks on the cheek. I think the concept is there. I think this is also a bit too busy, because I'm like, if you had just a sleek, tight dress that hit the floor all the way down with the claw marks on it, you would have got the full effect. I think the hips are a little too much. I still like it though. It's not an ugly look. It serves. There are ideas we could have removed. That's all. I gotta go buy this a little quickly. Super chats. Thank you, by Miss Flora. I will always be annoyed. Okay, you already said. I'm sorry. This is the one I missed. Ever since Alex said that lady's teeth look like Thank you, bye, Miss Forrest. I appreciate the super chat. Shattered peppermint. That's what this was for. Okay, now I know what that was for. Thank you. We were talking about that earlier. Amanda definitely does death drops. She did not do that, surprisingly, for this episode for the lip sync. I was very proud of her. All right, we're gonna wrap this up. We gotta move on. Move right out of my life. Moving out of my life. We gotta move, break over you. Dreamgirls will forever be my favorite musical ever. Ever. Okay. Moving out of my life. Move. The panel is tomorrow. Love it. I remember being in the movie theater because y'all know I don't like musicals like that, except for maybe a few. Man, I was losing my shit in that movie theater. I was like, oh my god, this is so amazing. I was gagged. I was like, oh my god, like Beyonce, Jennifer Hudson, Anika. Oh, it was a lot. I was having a good time in that movie. Moving out of my life. Move. Oh, heavy. You got so heavy, baby. You gotta do Beyonce's. Yeah. Then Jennifer, heavy. You got so heavy with me. I still own the DVD. I still have my DVD copy, the special edition. You know what? I actually thought this was kind of severe. I'll be real with you. I think it's a beautifully done outfit. I think the finger wave hair is giving what needs to be given. I think her makeup is right. I personally like this one. I'm good with it. Yeah, I'm good with it. No, Morphine is the one that walked first. And I say that only because I did this in order. So couldn't be. Yeah, no, it's no. Because Sapphira was later. I had to remind myself because the whole gimmick with the Dr. Evil. Mm-hmm. I think it's a beautiful outfit. I do kind of wish she had red hair. I wanted a little ginger. I would have chose a little ginger for this, but I think it's still a really nice look. She's very talented with creating looks. I'll be very real. This is fab. I would want to wear this. I'd wear this. I would. All right, we're gonna wrap this up and move forward here today. Zane, thank you for the super chat. Q's look just needed more embellishment, in my opinion. I will agree. I will give you that. I do think there could have been something extra, and it would have been like, ooh, I have LL Shade, LL Shady gal. Come on, I read that like LLC. I have seen Claymore. Fred, I want to highlight this. Also awesome, AI Avi. I just wish queens would get better / bigger weapons when they go sword or spear. LOL. I need Soul Cal. Oh, Fred, a comment after my own heart. Shout out to all my Soul Calibur fans. I am a Swung Mina. I'm like swung. I have a Sung Mina and Talim main, as well as, and you will not believe it, Siegfried. So I really resonate with that statement. I'm very much, give me the gaudy sword. Who saw Dragula when Coco Kane did that barbarian look with her huge ass weapon? That's what we're talking about. I want grandeur. I don't want, a sword. She's going to stab me. Oh, my bad, y'all. I'm moving too fast. Yes, the category for the runway is pussycat wigs. It's Faster Pussycat. Wig. I thought it was so stupid, but it's Pussycat Wigs is the category. And if you don't know what that means, hi, we just want a pussycat wig. Do whatever else you want to do. We just want a pussycat wig. And it needs to be the emphasis, I guess. But yeah, I like Q's look. I'm giving it a giving. She's giving for me. Did I end that poll already? Oh, girl, I am moving. Okay, 48% of us gave it. 43% said she cute and 7% chop the look. Okay, who is next? Excuse me. 518C. This is where Saphira is. Thank you so much for tuning in. Hit that like button, share, and subscribe. Become a part of this Rant Pack family. If you want to drop a tip in my jar because your boy is hosting with the mostin right now, it's down there with PayPal.me/rants. Catch up Bill Simon Rants, Feminist Rants. There's also super chats that are available. Appreciate you for tuning in. Hit that thumbs up button. Let's go. This was really fucking clever. I'm sorry, this was clever. I almost, there was like one critique that kind of made me go, what? I thought this was clever. I don't understand the butt comment, the bumhole comment from Trixie and Maddie. I'm like, huh? That made it funny. That made it kind of camp. There was a little booty hole up there, a sphincter. Because I didn't see Dr. Evil coming out of this when she first walked. I was like, oh, she's about to give like uppity grandeur. Like very that is what I thought it was going to be. That's what I thought it was. And then all of a sudden I said, oh, wait, what is this? Yeah, I'm putting the poll. I'll give you a second. Listen, as a bottom, save the buttholes, okay? Butthole protection, all right? Booty hole protection, okay? You ain't know about no hole until you had a booty hole. Stupid. I like this. I thought it was really cool. It was like, oh wait, there's a cat. So again, I was like, oh, so it's just a pussycat wig on the head. And then I was like, okay, that's fine. That's fine. Something about the way that it turned around and it had the little hold on. Oh shit. Do I know the name of this cartoon? Okay, I'm gonna try. Snorks. Is that the name I'm thinking of? The show where they're under the water and they have those little pipes with the holes. The pipes with the Snorks. Do you know what I'm talking about? This may be too old for y'all. Maybe it's too old. It's a very older cartoon. The Snorks. Please tell me you know what I'm talking about. Okay, that's what I thought when I saw the antenna sticking up. I was like, wait, what? Hanna-Barbera? Yup. That's what I thought when I saw it at first. Now, when she takes it off and she puts the finger up here, we get the Dr. Evil. It's a very old cartoon. It came out like 80s. Am I thinking right? Like early 80s, late 80s, something like that. Something like that. Maybe the 70s. I'm thinking more 80s. 84. Okay. Like late 70s, 80s, something like that. Yeah, it wasn't 90s though, because that was like Bobby's World and My Life with Louie was more of like the 90s kind of jams. Oh my God, y'all are gonna get me on cartoons. Yeah, they were underwater Smurfs. It was this whole thing. Mid 80s. Yes, that lets you know how old I am. Okay, I'm sorry. Back to this. I like Saphira's look. I was shocked it was Dr. Evil. I'm happy she was able to reference a movie character without it being like you can't do it for copyright purposes. The cat face on the wig looks very strange right now, but I did enjoy this. I was surprised. I was like, okay, this is funny. This is funny. You mean funny, y'all. It's funny, y'all. 68% of you are giving. 30%, almost said 30% of you are saying she's cute, and 1% of you have chopped Saphira's look. Shout out to the 1%. You're keeping this country down. This is not that episode. Dawn is next. Let's talk about Donitha. No, Doniana. That's right. No, From now on, Queen, Dawn Platinum. What do we think of Dawn Platinum spray? She cute? Is it giving? Is it a chop? Are you here for the elfin legacy? I am happy that Michelle said something about the ears because I'm okay with it. But I was like, is it going to become a problem later? Like, are we going to do this all the time? And it's like every look is going to be some ethereal, like you're possibly an archer, a ranger class. Like, what are we doing? It'd be nice to show something different. So I'm glad that Dawn was like, I got the critique. I'm gonna work on it. I was like, okay, cool, bet. Now, my honest opinion of this is I like this kind of shit. For those of you who may be like, I'm getting tired of this, I do like this kind of, what is this? I have an appreciation of the mixture of multiple different ideas and it being turned into sort of like this confection of different fashions that very much gives a little streetwear vibe, right? I didn't read Pussycat Wig until she turned around, so that threw me off from the gesture. I would be more inclined to like this if this wasn't a category themed episode and it was like my first impression of Dawn. I'd be like, oh, interesting. Very interesting. It's interesting. So yeah, I'm gonna say she cute. That's what I'm gonna rank it. She's cute. Like there's a lot I like about this. And there's levels of this is new. This is like where a lot of fashion's going to go. But I also go, okay, there are a couple things we can take because right now it's giving Beast Boy, but blue, Beast Woman, possibly. And I'm assuming she's going to turn into a hippo and then run over like, somebody in the DC universe. That movie's not going to make more than 200 million, like that. You know what I mean? James Gunn, save us. I don't think he's going to save the DC universe. I'm just going to tell you. But anywho. Beast girl, Beast, that's a woman. Okay. I'm just playing. Oh, goodness. Let's go ahead and wrap up Dawn real quick. Pushing us past the blue limits here. Dawn, we got 50% say she cute, 33% of you have chopped it, and 15% are giving the look. Y'all are not feeling Dawn Platinum spray, but that's the best cleaner for those tough on grease stains. How else are you going to pre-wash your dishes? Or just wash them in general for those of you who can't afford a dishwasher or have a broken one like me. That. Next up is Plasma. I'm going to call this Gay Pit. That's a Smash Brothers reference. This is Gay Pit for me. Go ahead, Gay Pit. I'm going to say she's cute. I would have taken the sleeves. I would have done something different with that. Everything else I live and breathe for. Yeah. I like it. I want to take something with the arms. Gone. I want to take something with arms. Take something. I was supposed to take something with the arm. I want the arm, something to do different with the arms. It's Gay Pit. It's Gay Pit. This is the one that like there's a whole thread of homophobic like words being thrown towards a creator of said content because for Pride Month they wanted to like give everybody their own character and everyone got really mad about it. But I like this. I think that Jacob is eating up this season of Drag Race. Like, bitch, who knew? Who knew? Like all that time you spent with Janine has really helped you out, Jacob. It really has. Bitch, you are giving. Not so annoying anymore, are you, huh? Maybe Barbara is the reason why we like Jacob more this season of Drag Race. Maybe that. I gave a lot of Abbott Elementary jokes there, so shout out to those who cocked it. I said cocked it. Whoa. Ew. Ugh. I can't believe I said cock. Gross. Oh, it's dick. Okay, thanks for being here. We appreciate you for tuning in. subscribe. I'm going to put the plasma screen away because no one has a plasma anymore because y'all believe in burnout on your screens, especially as gamers. But it looks like the polls are in favor of Biden. No, I'm kidding. She cute, 63%. 25% are giving it. 11% have chopped the plasma. Y'all gonna be speaking differently when you fall over one of these days. I'm playing. Now, I promise I won't make a 20-minute video about this. However, we can talk about a couple of cracked eggs, if we will. I'm not proud of that last joke, but I'm going to keep it. So it's time for a mandatory meeting. It's time for a mandatory meeting. Yes, if you did clock that last one, I love you. Bravo. Bravo. Because that was we cool over here, but I'm like, what was that? Why? Why would you do that? For what reason? Was that necessary? Like, come on, friend. Like that's my only, because somebody asked me about it. That's what I'm just gonna say is I was genuinely shocked. So I was like, oh, why? But okay, you can have that conversation. I can't have that conversation. Mm-hmm. So can I be real and say I like this from here up? Like if it's just this shot, I'm very good. I'm very good with this. Like, yeah, you know what I mean? Like I think this is kind of amazing. And shout out to Avery Goodname. Let me put my face up in this camera so this bitch can see me. Hey, Avery from Can't Wanna Kiki. She did a look like this, but a lot different. But it also was the same with the Bluebird sort of bit. If you haven't seen Can't Wanna Kiki, go ahead and watch it. Avery did something really close to this. It was very interesting. I was like, oh, I like it from up here. I don't like it from when we see the rest of this outfit. I'm gonna be very real with you. You can be likable, but I'm gonna keep it 100. Hyundai. I'm gonna keep it 100. You cannot make this cute. I'm so sorry. No, ma'am. Not at all. Nope. Mm-mm. 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 See, no, get back to my point. I don't like what's happening here. It looks like it's supposed to be over a candle or something. I like for some sort of fall festival bullshit. Here, this is great. This is great. This is great. Amanda, I really like this. Hated this. Loved this. Hated this. Loved this. Hated this. Those are bobs. I don't receive those as pussycat wigs. I never receive a bob as a pussycat because that hair is covering over the ears for me. I always read like a pussycat wig is something that's behind the ear for me. But yeah, I like it upstairs. I hate it downstairs. Y'all don't apologize for it. If you live for this, live for it. I won't do that. I'm not going to lie to you. Like somebody up in here just tried to say, I'm not going to lie to you. I do not care for this at all. I like it from the breast up, and I'm okay with it. When we get to that skirt, I want to light her on fire like she is Nicolas Cage and this is the Wicker Man. Yes, it's giving me a Birdhouse and American Dad that did not have a right screw, Steve and Anita Smith. Upstairs, it's a beautiful home. The basement needs work, in my opinion. And mind you, y'all are entitled to this. I hope that y'all don't unsubscribe because we can't agree on things. That would be fucking crazy. Or you're mad at me because we don't agree on stuff. I can't understand why y'all like it, but I can empathize for you liking this outfit. I think upstairs is great. That skirt is stupid. And yeah, and that's that. And I'd light it on fire. I would literally sit here and watch this burn with Nicolas Cage inside of it, just like that movie, personally. But concept wise, it's kind of brilliant. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, I get it. I'm just saying it's brilliant. I just wish there were other things that could have been done, and then it would have been immaculate. No, we can't say Tyler Perry. Well, actually, maybe we can because we can discern there is one white person there. The rest are blue, so it's possibly a Tyler Perry movie. You know, there's that one Gary Owens that needs to show up. Oop. Gary Owens, do you want to know how his comedy works? For an hour, you're going to listen to him tell you about how his wife is black. That's his comedy. You're welcome. I have a black wife and I get to be around black people. That is his comedy. Dead ass. Embarrassment of a man. I'm like, girl, get out of here. So you married her and now you're like, oop the oop. Okay. Paul Wall doesn't do that. Bitch, and he actually from it over here. Okay. They're divorced. Are you serious? So what is this humor now? So what is he to talk about? He has no comment. That's why I haven't seen him. Oh, it all makes sense now. It does. It does. Let's close out a mandatory meeting here. A mandatory meeting. No, Paul Wall is Houston. Okay. Like that is one of the realest ones we've had out here. I will stand for that man. He has done so much for this city. Don't come up against him. Okay. Paul Wall is very for Houston. All right. Beautiful family too. Amanda, 58% of y'all chopped it. 36% of y'all said she's cute. 5% of you, I saw your comments, gave it giving. Gave it giving. Tsunami Muse. This was hot. I don't care what anybody says. This was kind of hot. It was like a Freddie Mercury kind of like moment with a little bit of like Matador tease. We can say Miguel from Tekken. I thought this was kind of hot. She get also that wig is very hard to rock, and it is a wig that Halle Berry has worn. I have seen that wig before. Yeah, Zero's from Houston as well. How'd that song go? Wait, come on, Matt. Come on, Matt. Try with a year, try to save myself. Oh, I hate you, bitch. I hate you, bitch. Hey, I hate you, bitch. Hey, get the fuck with Ivy. Too many people. Oh my God, you're taking me back. Please stop. That's funny. Okay. Yeah, Tsunami was kind of hot here. Tsunami was hot. Mm-hmm. That's a boomer. That no, wait, kind of. Yeah, that wig is 90s Halle Berry down. It was, excuse me, that's a lie. This is getting close to early 2000s Halle Berry wig, right before Swordfish, when she had the flips in the back. It's giving right there when it was a nice little cut. This isn't a child lost wig. You have to understand there are levels to Halle Berry wigs in movies. If it's a long wig, she's depressed or she cannot find herself as a woman. Okay. That's her roles. Okay. If it's a mushroom wig, if it's a bowl cut up top, she is on drugs. Okay. I know that from Jungle Fever. I know that from Monsters Ball. And I know that from motherfucking, what was the other movie? There you go. Now, if that wig touches the shoulders, there is a demonic presence in place. She's in a scary movie, everyone. Now, if we get to the pussycat wigs, that's when it gets deep. That's when it's the best payroll for her. All her best movies, in my opinion, are when pussycat wigs. Let's not forget that Halle Berry is a Bond girl, too. People didn't like that movie. I like that movie. I like that. Was it Die Another Day? I think that's the movie. I like that movie. It was good. Oh, good. Halle Berry has been in so much shit. Her story is actually very interesting. You should watch her. Swordfish is when she had the flips. Now, that was when she bared chest. If y'all don't remember, Miss Mama was already up for the Oscar for Monsters Ball. And the movie right after that was Swordfish. Bam. She was sunbathing. They said, bam. Hugh Jackman was in that movie too. It was not a good movie. Swordfish all time. Oh, DW, I'm so sorry I said that. I keep my statement. It was not a good movie. It was not. Hated that movie. My dad made me go see it. This is one of those, oh, I heard, like, maybe it'll help Matthew out. I saw her breast. Nothing changed for me. I admired her breasts. I was like, wow, those are amazing. You know what Halle Berry movie everyone says is terrible, but I love? Gothica. I love Gothica. Halle Berry also has this thing where she's monotone when she screams. Well, when she's acting, she never raises her tone, and it's always either or really low. It's never, there's no in between. It's either she's cracking her throat or like it's very on the bass. Okay. I like Gothica. It was good. Gothica was crazy. Catwoman was a horrible movie, but it's still a classic for me. I watch it just to see Sharon Stone falling funny. Because remember when she got knocked out the top of the building and she's falling and it's like, it's the whole, like her whole body kept flipping like this. It's the funniest scene ever because she's supposed to be like hard as steel. Oh, that shit was funny. I was like, why is she falling like that? Like, who threw this mannequin off this? I was supposed to be finishing this up in less than 3 hours, and we're talking. This is not how this is supposed to go. I have things to do. Maddie, close this out. Tsunami, we. So, I'm sorry, I can't. Oh goodness, I can't. I'm saying giving for Tsunami personally, and y'all said it too. With 64% of you, 33% said she cute, and 1% have chopped this. I thought this was hot. It was hot. It's hot. Hello, Batman. I understand that you have a problem with the way I do things, Batman. I want you to know. And in plain Jane's case, it would be like a mandatory meeting. Your drag is so bad. I'm getting sick of seeing you here. And I must eliminate you. Before I saw the pit stop, Maddie Morphosis are Maddie Powers combined, yours with a D and mine's with a T. I called her Bane whore. I said slut Bane, but Bane whore sounds better because you can't say whore. You have to say whore like that, like almost like that's not the word that we're saying. Like you're about to say house, but then you try to say horse, but then you forget the S. Bane whore. Okay, that's what that is. Okay, it's Halloween. She went to a party where a lot of the men that she wants a bit of ping from are DC fans. She knows Bane gives. Bane whore. Okay, that's it. That's it. That's it. I mean, it's cool. I really didn't. This didn't move me. I've almost seen multiple versions of this a lot. Shout out to the BDSM people out there and all that kind of jazz. And if you like a little break my neck and break my back, that's cool. But like, the shoe being a different color than the new latex threw me off a little bit. But I mean, it would be hot in a room that smelled like regret and salt. But other than that, I should say sodium. That feels a little bit better there. It's cool. I mean, it is the category because that is a pussycat wig on her head. So we can't say it's not the category. And with it being like a pussycat challenge, you can kind of do what you want to do. Ryan, that would be from your spunk, sweetie. There's lots of sodium and salt too. They had a lot of fries. Oh, you're welcome for that grossness. But yeah. I think Bane Horror is it is what it is for me. It's okay. I think it's definitely not bad. It's just I wasn't completely moved by the moment, but I also find elements I like about this too, and I think the mask is sickening. So I'm giving it for the mask. Let's see here. Yeah, so I'm gonna say she fine, she cute, she what it is. I want the results. Prometheus. Okay, Plain Jane, 48% of y'all said she cute, 31% of you chopped this, and 20% of you said she's giving. Next up is Geneva Carr. Shut up and drive into a ditch. Shut up and drive car into the ditch. Your car is totaled. It's giving. What do you think of her 1920s flapper girl Lisa Frank foolery? I'm kind of shocked she didn't mention Lisa Frank because, like, I saw that leopard print with all of that and I said, Lisa Frank, down. Like a really bad rumors down. Like court cases down. No. I like the silhouette. I am not moved by this. I think it's a nice look, so I'm going to say she's fine. It fits. I don't like the leopard on this at all. It reads cheap. I think her makeup is good. I think the finger wave, the wig is great. The wig is great. Well, I mean, Kit and Caboodle low-key had damn near all of her entire wardrobe give this, right? So I don't know if it's just a Texan thing, but I will say leopard print for sure. Animal print for sure is, I will say that. Like Maddie, who are you talking? The girl, you have never lived out here. Trixie say, I was like, what are they talking about? Like leopard print, yes. We love leopard. We love an animal moment out here in Texas, but like, I don't know about the rainbow shit. I was like, what are you talking about? Geneva Carr, shut up and drive into a ditch. I like Geneva. I wish people would stop hating on her. I don't get it. Like, it's not that deep because, you know, she was put in a position to have to lip sync against people that you liked. But, like, I don't know. I'm going to say she's cute for one reason and, well, two. It's the shape is given. And the hair is right and the makeup is done. But I really don't like that fucking leopard rainbow nonsense with this silhouette. I just don't like that. So she's fine for me. Now for y'all, 68% of you chopped it, 29% says she cute, and 2% are giving. Yeah, that's what it is. Christina, absolutely not. Absolutely not. I would not wear this. No, ma'am. DW, thank you for the super chat for your Geneva work this season. Bravo. Okay, thank you for the super chat. Appreciate you. Dollar Tree Willow Pill. I hate Plain Jane. Kid Zombie. Thank you for the super chat. Drewski. I almost forgot about this. Hey, friend. Donna's very interested. Oh, I can't even finish her shit. Hey, Drewski. Thank you for the super chat. Appreciate you, friend. Zane. Did I miss this? Cute looks needs. Oh, no, I did not. I just want to make sure I showed that. See, I used to forget some super chats where I would miss them. And now look at me. I'm just replaying them because I want to be sure. There are 558 of you in this room. Thank you for being here. Thank you for tuning in. It's your boy, Mighty Rants. We're talking about RuPaul's Drag Race Season 16, Episode 5. As a reminder, this show is for entertainment purposes only, and content is not intended to malign any religion, race, company, individual, gender, or wigs. So please, don't be rude. Don't send hate. Let's have fun, right? Did I close the car? Did I close the car door? I think I did. We talked about this already. Yeah, who's next? I thought to myself, there is a lot of people on the show. As I was like getting the screenshots, I was like, bitch, there's still a lot of people on here. Because at one point in time, I thought I was done. I was like, oh shit, there's more people. We still got a lot of folks here. Next up is Maya Iman LePage, baby. or who I like to call Rudy Huxtable. I like Rudy. Okay. This is I'm just going to say cute. And that's all I'm going to say. It's just cute. That's it. That's all I'm gonna say. That's how I'm gonna keep it. It's not no shade. It ain't no rooted to the hoo. It's just cute. That's it. I uh Kelly Price. If she went to the recycling plant and got crunched down like a can, Kelly Price, what are you talking about? I see the Mary J. Blige with the wig. That is a Halle Berry cut too. That mushroom bob we have seen. This is a monstrous ball cut. Someone make sure that Maya Iman LePage does not get anywhere near Billy Bob Thornton. Okay. We don't need a rehashing of a very traumatic scene in Monsters Ball again. I will not watch a canary try to escape from what is about to exhaust out of the pipe that is going to scream into a beautiful set lady. I'm not, no. I just assumed when I watched that movie in that scene, and I saw that movie with my mother. It's definitely T-Boz too, but I'm getting no when she was in the hospital. No, stop eating all that candy. Look at you. Look at you. Look at you. All this fat. All this fat. Halle Berry, oh my God, that scene was so wrong. And when that boy died, I cried like a baby in that movie. I cried because I wanted him to get away from her. They were so toxic. She was like, look at all this fat. And the way she shook him, I was like, stop it. Stop it. He's not creepy. Oh, child. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That movie was crazy. Crazy. It's also a little bit traumatic to see because Heath Ledger is in the movie and there's a scene in particular that happens. And then if you know about what happened with Heath Ledger, may he rest in peace. It's a lot. That's one of the reasons why you don't see that movie being played a lot. I was told you can go rent it and you can buy the movie. You are not going to see it on anybody's network like you used to do, like you used to. It's very sad because Heath Ledger was a good actor. Yeah. I'm sorry. Maya, you and Tsunami got me talking about Halle Berry today. What is that tea? So Maya, I thought this was okay. It was a little bit, that it was kind of banana up here. Since it was boop right up top for me a little bit. I think it's cute though. Cause to me, I could see her pulling up in a club in this little look. And I'd be like, oh, okay. Key. And she did do the little hair, but it's all right. It's all right. She will be performing by 10. That. Megami. Let me close Maya's poll. That I didn't say. Oh dear. I'm gonna top this. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna be able to. I can't walk in these woods. I know I've been trying very much lately. I really have. I have done a lot of work today. It feels like I'm about to go to a salon and see her. Like, and she's the loudest one there. It looks like she got in a fight at Kim's studio for that one show. What was that show called on OWN? Or I think it was on Oxygen. And it was like a hair salon, and it was by Beyonce's like old hairstylist, wig artist, LA Hair. It doesn't Mugabe look like the girl that got in a fight with that one lady that she was like calling her like out of her gender? Does that not look? I swear to God. She broke that nail on that bitch. Like she looked like that to me. I'm also like noticing that both Dawn and Megami are in the same like elven family. Oh, bitch, what is happening here? She said, I thought it would be kind of punk if I put it on backwards. I mean, it is. It looked crazy from this view, but I liked it from the front. I like Megami. I don't like this. I like her. I don't like this. Oh my God. I am the reigning champion in my group of friends for Munchkin, and that means today, when I go see them, I get first pick of the dungeon. Yay! I also learned how to play the game Dominion. If anybody knows about that game, I actually really fucking liked it once I knew what that game was. Once I figured it out, I was like, oh, this is actually kind of cool and interesting and fun. So if anybody knows that game, like work, right? Maddie plays card tabletop games, all that. Yes, I still do. But yes, I am current reigning champion of Munchkin. You said you were receiving the Shrek. Yeah, she mentioned the Shrek fairy. I mean, we can receive that. I mean, she said the Staten Island fairy. I would more in line stick to the Staten Island one. Maybe the Jersey Devil would be better. I like Megami though. She's a vibe. I read on Twitter that this was a hotel room backup because the original got destroyed in luggage. That fucking sucks. I hate that. What did we say? 72% of you chopped it. 21% of you said it was cute. And 5% of you are giving this look. Last and not least is Nymphia Wenge. We're rounding up this review, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. Hit the like button, share, and subscribe. Become a part of this Rant Pack family. If the people who are a part of my gaming group tonight are watching this live going, Matt said he'd be done by 3:30. Clearly, that's not the case. Let me message the group. Perfection. I have no complaints whatsoever. Just gonna go ahead and tell you. From the beginning to the end. I'm actually shocked that she was able to do what she did for the last part of this, but it was kind of like also tee for how she did the last part. Like she removes the hat, just like Saphira, there's a cat on the head. I'd argue that this one, and Saphira, you know I love you, but this one looks a little bit cleaner. Like the head doesn't look like a fever dream of nightmaric proportions. It looks like there's a cat or something sitting wrapped around her head. And I was like, oh, okay. Like this is not done from a comedic standpoint, like how Saphira's was. This is done from a post-pool standpoint, right? Then she removes I mean, this little red little wig is so fun. The little red wig is so puss. This is this. She could have kept it here. I would have been just fine. I would have had nothing else to say. Fierce. She looks so good too. Then she took this off and I said, oh, it's and then I'm going to move very fast on this other. I'm moving quite quickly for the next photo. And then there was an actual puss on top of the head. That, like, it was pussycat wig on puss head. Hat, head, wig, puss. I found that clever. This was my favorite part, though. Oh, I kind of live for, I'm sorry, I love this here. This isn't even like the category. I fucking live for this. Like, I live for this little wig up here. But I was like, oh, I want this. I want a cat on my head. I could just go grab one right now and like throw Mamu-chan up there. But like, yeah. Yeah. It's very that. I thought it was insane. So it's top marks for me. I was not expecting her to turn around and that to happen. I was like, oh, now that's what I want to see. I mean, as a gay man, no, but you know. Alyssa jumped out. Listen, I'm a Christian woman, okay? I'm a teacher, a mentor. All right, let's wrap up the poll. And then let's also go ahead and get to the rest of the episode and wrap this up. Now, Saphira and Plain Jane did not use their immunity potions once again. Nymphia Wynn, the end of the poll, said the end of the poll, 91% giving, 8% said she cute. It is the only look of the night. The only look of the night. Nymphia Wynn's look is the only one to not get a chop. So shout out to Nymphia Wynn. Based off of the polls today, you are the winner of the runway category, if that was to be there. So yeah. Now, when the ASMR lover team won, Thick and Stick, for those of you who don't know, they were the ones that had the name that was most interesting to me. I'm happy for all of them, but I think what made me the most happiest is the fact that this is a split win. All four get a W. So when Geneva did not win that second episode against Plain Jane, this is that W returned. Geneva, I'm very happy for you. Yes, just like the UK, and I was so thankful. I was like, yes, give them wins, because guess what that means? It evens out Dante. No, it's not a bowl. It evens out the entire competition on another level, because everybody up there except for Nymphia's scorecards were trash. No shade. Their scorecards were trash. This W is going to fuck up the entire roster. Y'all know set it aside. Y'all know the drag race statistics. This changes the game. I love that. Nymphia does become a front runner in a sense, because her track record is now best with 2 wins, no bottoms. And the people who have wins, like Plain Jane and Saphira, everybody was up for elimination. Y'all are not listening. No, and Plasma too. Y'all are not listening. Yes, you are, because you can't see me, but hear me out. This is why I want them to do that more often. It changes shit up, and you can no longer look down on folks. You can no longer give this sort of, well, you don't have a win, girl, so what are you doing in this competition? They can start talking. I prefer game greens, thank you. Cigarillo wraps, if you will. So everybody up here is up for elimination, possibly. We get critiques across the board. Q was told they don't have any rhythm, and mandatory meeting was told they have rhythm, but look a mess. And then they were asked who should go home and why. Now, here is where I feel is my favorite part of the show, because I like mess. I'm a Libra, okay? I like to watch cars burn. I don't want to be in the car, and I don't want to know anyone in there. I don't want to know, but I do want to see it go down. I want to see it go down, right? Okay. Everyone says Amanda, Saphira, Morphine, Q. But then Dawn, in my favorite Dawn soap fashion, she said, bitch, those lasagna stains, gone. It's all because of Dawn. She said, I love you, sister. I love you, Amanda. I can't say your name, so I'm going to have to say Q, because she's my biggest competition. Now, she said biggest competition. It then turned into, I'm going to say Q2 because of critiques. Amanda, it's going to be Q because of the what? She's not going to say plain. And you know what? Amanda, I have the utmost respect for you. Saphira said Amanda because she said this, like Jane, they shouldn't be having to learn things. You should already come with your best. And I love you, girl. And you've changed, but no. Now, Tsunami also said Q, but guess why? Q. I don't know what instilled into you to say 2 people's names, but I think it's when you I really don't understand. I'm still trying to get that. I'm still trying to figure this out. It went down the line. You can see Q is right there before Dawn. So Dawn would have to go after her, right? So let's call it. Now that I see how the lineup goes, you said 2 names before any other name was given. You're weird for that. That was weird. That was weird ass behavior. Like, I'm going to say Amanda for obvious reasons, and then I'm going to say fucking Tsunami because she's not making an impact. Yet Tsunami had good critiques this week. She did not have a bad critique. They liked her in the performance, and they also liked her look. Are we fresh? Are we new? That was weird. That was weird. Why? Why? For what reason? That made not a lick of sense. Like, there was only one name being said. Let the heat go on them. Is it because, and here's what I'm going to say. I think Q did that because she got bad critiques this week and she felt it might get to her. And so by putting someone else's name on the board, it then gives them the option of saying somebody else's name, in my opinion. So Dawn saying Q, the Q's were there. And then the man, of course, Plain Jane saying, Amanda, because obvious reasons, right? Once all is said and done, we already know our winners are the ASMR Lover Girls and our distinguished panel of judges who, once again, T.S. Madison is one of the best things to ever happen to this show. Stop putting her on sometimes, have her on all the time. Thanks. Pay her what she deserves. Get that house in Atlanta, Georgia. Savannah, I forget where, Biloxi, I forget where she stays at. Buckhead, I'm not sure. Let her put the additions on. I mean, she'll build it faster than Giselle builds on add-ons for her house, but like, get her on the show more often. I'm getting sick of only seeing her sometimes. She deserves a main spot. Rue, your banter with her is better than Ross and Carson, and no shade to them. One more time, Rue, and look at me. I gotta put the I gotta put it down real quick. Your banter is so much better with her and it feels authentic. I wonder why, but like, it feels so different. Please. Ross is fine. So is Carson. But when T.S. Madison gets on there, it's a different vibe. Even Michelle with the gala, it's a different vibe. Nicole too. Like, any Black woman on there, it's a vibe. T. But like, I'm just saying, it would just T.S. Madison specifically. It's a different feeling. It makes a lot more sense. It's nice to see things up there. Like, mind you, gay man in drag, boom, cis woman or bi, or I forget how Michelle rolls in these streets. Up here, avid supporter, Black trans woman on the panel consistently. Ding, ding, ding. I think that hits a lot of marks, if you will, besides gay man in jacket. I'm just saying. Or gay man in bedazzled sweater. Like, here I am, literally. But like, yeah, I'm just, that's just me, personally. Whew. Naomi ain't coming on this show unless they pay her right, or they apologize for the bullshit they've done with the ballroom community. That. But I felt bad for Amanda because, she already knew the writings were on the wall. Amanda and Q. The song is an iconic pop song. It's Emergency. I didn't like this song. I'm going to be real with you. I did not like this song. This was my first time ever hearing the song. I was like, oh, okay. So, is this messy of me to ask? Yes, it is. I want to know who you thought won. Was it Q, Amanda, or nobody? To me, I saw foolishness on this stage. I'll be real with you. I thought Amanda was dancing like a wild and crazy kid on Nickelodeon, and I thought Q looked like she ended up in like Q ended up in that one club on the side of town that they didn't expect to be in because their friend said it was going to be okay, but they went on the wrong night and she dropped her phone and can't find it. And now she's having a panic attack in the middle of the room. All of a sudden, words come out that they'd never said before. I hated how Q did this entire bit. It was awful. You have no rhythm. None whatsoever. You knew the words. That's it. You needed some mirage in your system, honey. I needed an injection of something. Now, Amanda, I like Amanda, but Amanda dances like Freakazoid. Like, I don't think so. Freakazoid, Freakazoid. Or an Animaniac. Like that's Dot down. Like, girl, what? I could not get. I was Rue in Madison for the first part of this. I said, this lady be just swinging her arms around. If Plain Jane had been there, she would have danced next to her and popped that bitch, bet you money. I hated it. I'm gonna be very weird. I'm not weird, but very clear. When she got on her knees during this part, and I was like, what is happening? Why did I do that? It's not my favorite lip sync. It's not the worst one I've ever seen, but I wanted Amanda to stay, and I just knew that wasn't going to happen, regardless. If I'm going to say who won the lip sync, oh, absolutely, Amanda did. If we're just going to put a name on it, oh, Amanda. Amanda won. No meeting needed. No meeting needed. No one needed to gather. I'll send an email. Amanda won that lip sync. Dot beat Wacko in the lip sync. I am an idiot. Oh my God. Matthew, that just came out. I was like, oh, that's that. There we go. Dot beat Wacko in that lip sync. That's it. That happens. I'm telling you. I just didn't like the song, so it didn't really work for me. I liked watching Amanda perform, but I also knew she's probably not going to stay. Mama's dancing a little wild. Q, give us nothing. We now can say that. Like, hold on, who do we used to say that for? Come on, Charlie. I wanted to say that for Q. Come on, Q. Like, pick it up. Like, pick it. I don't know, honey. That lady was trotting around. It was a mess. It was a mess. It was a mess. The whistling part. Q's whistling was oh, this shit was so funny. I'm like, she's not even whistling on beat, but then Amanda is not even like doing any of the whistle parts here. She decides to pull her legs out into this little stick. I said, girl, if you don't pull, damn it. It was a lot. How do I word this? Let's try to word this right. They told Q that she won the lip sync. There we go. They told Q she won the lip sync. They told her. And everybody else, including they told all of us that she won. There we go. They told us she won. Amanda, you were fighting, and I hate that you got knocked out of the competition this early. Yes, this needs so much help, but all of this, real bitch. I love your mandatory meeting, so I'm gonna miss your ass. But like, I'll be real with you. I would not have wanted to have seen another football field of makeup on your eyes for another episode. I would not want to hit the field goal. Wanna dance. I don't want to hear Ashanti's voice in Jennifer's body, if you will, again on your face. So I love you. I want you to come back. I think that there are already 3 people who are early outs, Hershey, Mirage, and Amanda, who are very easy. We could easily put them in another season later down the line. They're very fucking likable. Very likable people. But that egg was cracked. It was. And she said she, did something with somebody. I'm not going to use the words here. It's a little vulgar, but if it was that one PA I saw that one time when Untucked, I would too. I also thought this was funny because this gave me Mean Girls teas who are all fugly skanks. And it gave me I thought that was very funny. But yeah. Oh, I love you, Amanda. We'll miss you. Please, y'all, send a mandatory meeting all of your love, all of your support. welcome them in any sort of way. I know their makeup not have been the best. I know some outfits were, girl, what is this giving and all that kind of stuff, but you do not send hate to these people. We are here as fans of the show where we can say we didn't like something they did. We didn't like what they said. We didn't like what they wore, but it's a TV show. So don't take it outside in them streets. You want to take something outside in them streets? Tip $1. Buy some merch. Uplift. Please and thank you. Untucked was cute, but it was light. Nymphia is so shady back here, but she was also funny and giving, like, of course, the love, this and the other. What I want to talk about at Untucked is this one moment, because I do need to wrap this up. Shout out to my friend DJ Panda. Stupid. Talk about finally when you're fighting Tekken. I can't. LOL, not finally. Okay, I can't. Listen, I don't agree with Q here. I don't know why it was two names personally. Tsunami getting upset about it, just like how you wanted validation for your fuck ass feelings when you were talking about being the top so many times. So what's wrong with Tsunami being upset in this moment over you putting their name out there as someone who's not making impact right after them getting good critiques? That's where we're going to have conflict for our disagreement for anybody that's like, well, Matt, I think Tsunami's boring too. Okay, that's fine. But like, did we not forget this bald-headed bitch earlier in the episode having a full-on nogginable conversation about why not me? And then did a whole bit about it for the mini challenge too? Cock. No, we're not doing this today. We're not doing this today. We're not doing that today. And it was the whole and I'm like, hold on, bitch. You are very lucky. You are very lucky she is calm muse and not wild muse. I wanted her to be a Tsunami in that moment and really gather her and be like, okay, girl, let's talk about you real quick, because clearly you've been above the level of sea line. And now we need to get you under the equator. Arnold, I wanted to say something really vulgar. So I thought of saying chicken. So that's why you heard that word. I was talking about chicken. Rooster, honey, rooster. Tsunami, don't let her do you like that ever again, or anybody else ever in time. Honestly and truly and spiritually and real. Like, I'm glad you kind of stuck to it, but I was like, never again. Jane still don't like Amanda, and Amanda still don't like Jane. Now what? This is how you know production be in it. This is how you know production, you be in the shits. Is there a letter from Jane? Did Jane leave you a letter? Boo. When I heard that, I was like, girl, shut up. What? Like, we're no longer laughing. We love you, Amanda. Congratulations on your new journey. Sending you nothing but light and love. I am not responsible for anything said on the panel tomorrow. So yeah. But send love to Amanda. We have 11 queens left. The show is not even halfway over, kids. We're not even halfway over with this season. God, a lot of likable people have gone home, and there are still a lot of people who are very likable that are left in this competition. This is an excellent cast. Alexander Diane Rogers will not be here tomorrow. He will not be here tomorrow. We have a full cast already, folks. I want to close out this last poll here because I am an hour over the time I was supposed to be. And I feel really bad, and I got to go change clothes and do a whole lot of stuff right now and like feed my cats. The last poll of the day in reference for the lip sync, Amanda, 57% of you felt she won, and 31% said nobody won the lip sync, and 10% Said Q won that lip sync, as we were told. We had over 500 plus people in this room. Give yourselves a round of applause. My lips are chapped. Thank you for tuning in. That's amazing. We had a lot of people here today. I feel the love and I appreciate it. Whether we agreed or not, we love this show. We love to talk about it and we can respect our opinions so we can talk about drag, okay? Make sure to hit the like button. Make sure to please remember 100 comments. That's the goal. I will talk about it till we get there. 100 comments in the actual comment section, not this live chat right now. The comment section. Get your comment over there, not the back. Get you over there and get the comment section, okay? Get the comment section. Comment section going. 100 comments, please. Like this up. Drop a tippy poo in my jar if I was hosting with the most and doing what they're doing today. A tippy poo comes all the way through, especially for the cats, because I got to buy them. I actually really do need to buy them food tomorrow. I low-key need to ride to PetSmart. Shit, I gotta buy some food. So all tips today are gonna go towards them and me, of course. But I appreciate all the super chats today. I appreciate all the love. Thank you, for everything you've done. Everyone, take a deep breath, relax, breathe. I don't know what's going on in your life right now. You will overcome. We will make it through. I send you nothing but love and my blessings to the universe and to the world. And as a reminder, this show is for entertainment purposes only. Please do not send hate to anybody that we talked about today. I'll see y'all tomorrow with the friends. That's the truth. Oh, God. I'll see y'all tomorrow.
Listen.